Across the UK, online and on DAB.
We are Talk
Radio. Give it some lip.
Talk Radio.
Oh, man, I'm not feeling it at all today. I feel lousy. So, with that in mind, let's just see what happens for the next 3 hours or so.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me down the road. It's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold, a brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we've paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow, I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll find what I call home. Until tomorrow, you know I'm free to roll.
0844499 is the phone number. Noel Edmonds is on the line. Evening, Noel.
Hello. Well, I see you've been giving me a tough time today.
Yes, that's correct, Noel. Yes. I saw you giving a cancer victim a tough time today by suggesting that maybe his cancer was because of his negative attitude.
Well, I think I'd like to talk to you deeply about the Amazing Box 2000.
I see you're going on ITV's This Morning tomorrow to talk about your bum box.
No, it's Amazing Box 2000.
I see David Icke has tweeted you, asking you to call him. These things are all true, by the way, guys. These things are all true.
Yes, and I know that he's been avoiding you, but...
Yes. Well, you haven't, and that's something, Noel.
I am very glad of that.
Yes.
So the new box, I think we're all very excited by that. It can cure depression, stress, pain and cancer.
Yes, okay. The makers of the box, and interestingly in your tweet you said tackle cancer, because you know it's illegal to say it can cure cancer. But interestingly, the makers of the box say they've distanced themselves from all of your comments.
Yeah, well, that might be true, but we all know deep down that as human beings, we need to be very, very careful about such things. And we found out that the wonderful world has found out about Shatner's bassoon in the brain.
Shatner's bassoon.
And I think we've found a way through that by turning on microwaves without the doors on and listening through small people's ears.
Yes, carry on. Tell us a bit more about this box.
Well, I think it's very clever. What we have found is that it's made people 140% happier than just emptying out.
It's time we talked about Noel Edmonds, guys. It's time we talked about Noel. Things haven't been right in the kingdom of Noel for a while, right? They haven't been right for a while. The cosmic ordering, you know, where he writes on his hand, I want a Ferrari. And then he sort of kisses it and then blows the kiss off into the universe. Or something like that. It's as scientific as that. And then he wakes up the next day and there's a Ferrari outside his front door, right? That I could go along with that. That was obviously nonsense. But I could go along with that. The cosmic ordering, all right. You had a few years in the wilderness. You wrote on your hand, I want to host a daytime quiz show on Channel 4 where it's dragged on for an hour, but it could really be ended in 30 seconds. And it happened. By the way, have you ever seen the American version of Deal or No Deal? It's much more exciting. They have glamorous assistants, or as Brucey would have called them back in the day, dolly birds, dolly dealers, bring on a player, and they get through like 5 or 6 players in a show. But the Noel Edmonds one, you always think, well, just the banker should just, like, straight away say, I'll give you 20 grand. They go, no, I'll open that box. Open the box. It was nothing. It was a penny. Oh, well. That was £100,000. They should do that. So the cosmic ordering, Noel, I could give you, right? I'm gonna give you that. That's obviously nonsense, right? I'm gonna let you have that. I started to worry a little bit about Noel when he had an inflatable. Now, was it an inflatable Noel in his car? There was an inflatable woman, wasn't it? He would drive around with an inflatable woman in his car. Now, just clicking my knuckles there. I just swore then. I dumped it, don't worry. That was bat crazy. I swore then. It's going to be a long show tonight, guys. Trust me, it's going to be a long show. That was bat crazy, right? That was nuts, okay? But still, you know, maybe he was just being eccentric. Maybe he's just being a little bit eccentric. Right. And then today, he posts on Twitter this box. Right? Digital little box. Loads of buttons and things. And he tweets, a simple box that slows aging, reduces pain, lifts depression and stress, and tackles cancer. Yep, tackles cancer. Now, he's been very clever because he's not said cures cancer. So there was an investigation by the advertising standards and they couldn't uphold anything because he didn't say it cures cancer. If he'd said it cures cancer, they'd be in trouble. Right? That's against the law to say that. But he said it tackles cancer, right? And then Vaughan, who listens to this show by Goinkadonk, listens to this show. Vaughan tweeted him, effing idiot, which I think is appropriate. A little bit aggressive, but appropriate. This sort of quackery should be illegal if it isn't already. Noel retweeted with comment. Have you tried it? Well, no, I'm going to suggest that most of my listeners haven't tried it because I think it costs £2,500. This little, what do they call it? The EMP pad. I'm guessing EMP stands for electromagnetic pulse, right? And there is something in electromagnetic pulse technology. Years ago, about 4 years ago, before I moved out of London, my neurologist, when I was getting really bad migraines, my neurologist, who was brilliant actually, he got me on the trial of this EMP machine. It wasn't that one. I'm assuming it works on a similar thing. And he said, we are getting great results with this and we're trying these out on a few people. Would you like to try it? And basically, when you felt a migraine coming on, you put these two things to your head and you clicked a button and it would send an electromagnetic pulse into your head, right? Didn't work for me. Did not work for me. And he was genuinely shocked when I said, I ain't doing nothing for my migraines. I'm still getting migraines. He was genuinely shocked. He said, wow, And then he suggested a few different ways of using it and trying it. He said, because we are getting remarkable results with this in terms of migraines. So the whole EMP thing, it didn't work for me, but I can kind of see that maybe there is something in it. You know, maybe there is something in it. But, just quickly go over that tweet again. A simple box that slows aging? Well, no. Reduces pain? Well, possibly. Lifts depression? Nah. And stress? No. And tackles cancer? No. Yep, tackles cancer. So, Vaughan said, effing idiot, this sort of quackery should be illegal. Noel said, have you tried it? Let me just click on the exchange here. Can I see the full exchange? Where's the... Anyway, then lots of people kind of chipped in, right? And then Noel obviously read... There's been a real furore about this, right? Then Noel obviously read Vaughan's Twitter bio, which it's public, so he won't mind me reading this. I'm ill with kidney cancer and lymph node metastasis and, psoriatic arthritis. Right? So he's quite poorly. He had a heart attack a few weeks ago as well. And so then Noel sends another message to him. I love this. This is Noel Edmonds, right, from Noel's house party, right? You know, from Stop Shop, yeah, that guy, right? Scientific fact. Disease is caused by negative energy. Let me stop you there. Is that a fact? Disease is caused by negative energy? I don't actually know what that means. If I'm honest with you, I don't know what that means. Thank you, Ed. A cup of tea has arrived. Scientific fact. So it's a fact. Disease is caused by negative energy. I don't know what that means. That sounds like that sounds like nothing. It sounds like a sentence that you go, oh, really? And then, you go back and analyse it and go, hang on, that doesn't mean anything. You've just whispered hot air into my ear. And then, to a bloke who's got all those cancers and all those problems, is it possible your ill health is caused by your negative attitude? Imagine going up to someone with cancer, right, and saying, yeah, you got cancer. Do you think it's your negative attitude? Is that what it is? Is that what's caused it? Sorry? Yeah. Do you think that the cancer you've got, you're quite negative? Maybe it's that. Hang on a minute. I've just found out I've got cancer. Yeah. I'm just saying you're quite a negative person. You don't know me. You're Noel Edmonds. No, I know. But you're from Swap Shop, Blobby and all that. Yeah. I'm just wondering, right, if your cancer is because you're really negative, man. Lighten up a bit. I can't lighten up a bit. I've got cancer. Well, that's the problem. If you were less negative, you'd have less cancer. Anyway, you got $2,500. I'll flog you a box. Now, Noel Edmonds has ignored all of my tweets. I think the first one was, I wrote, scientific fact, Noel Edmonds is talking out of his arse. Now that, as an opening salvo, when you're then going to invite someone on for an interview, that's not the best way to go about these things. That's not the best way. So, he's not coming on tonight. He's welcome to. No, you're welcome to come on tonight. He's going to go on this morning. He's going to phone up David Icke. He's lost the plot, hasn't he? If you follow that, and the other stuff, he's lost the plot, right? And my life has been touched with illness, my own personal life, and those around me, right? To suggest that my suicidal thoughts and my depression and my mum's MS and my dad's cancer that killed him, to suggest those things are because of the negative attitudes we have in our life. Are you nuts, Noel? Are you nuts? You've lost the plot, mate. 0844 499 1000. But then, right, this is all going on Twitter, right? But then people started, and I posted, there were people, Kathy Burt was retweeting lots of very funny, there was a picture of just a couple of cardboard boxes, and someone wrote, I got these boxes that cure rashes in your private areas and cancer, only want 500 quid each. And there were loads like that, right? Loads of things like that. But then, and everyone was going, ho, 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 isn't Noel Edmonds a lunatic? Right. He'll be on this morning, tomorrow morning. I'm looking forward to seeing that car crash. But then, some people started chipping in going, well, actually, I think Noel's right. What? This guy, Darren Lovegrove. I wrote, fact, Noel Edmonds is talking out of his arse. Darren Lovegrove replies, he isn't actually. He's well read by the sounds of it. It's just people do not appreciate the power of their mind. What? Sorry? What? It's a box that tackles cancer, guys. That ain't real. I clicked on Darren Lovegrove's Twitter bio. You can find out a little bit about the person. He's a poet, a Kabbalistic druid, a mystic, a healer, a light worker, a channel, an astral traveller, an energy manipulator, an agent of the Most High, and a bell. I made the last one up. He made the first 8 up. So, and then I just started arguing with that guy. I think he muted me, right? I think he muted me when I said to him, why don't you astral project up my bum hole? I think he muted me then, and fair play, I'd have done the same. And then he posted. Oh, then he goes into the thing about he didn't. Then he talks about how cancer is profitable for pharmaceuticals, and pharmaceuticals don't want that they have cures. Oh, they have cures for cancer. There's a cure for cancer, but they don't want you to have it because there's no profit in it. And Richard Herring then chimed in and very cleverly pointed out, why don't they just sell the cure for cancer and make money out of that? You know. And then he posted a really weird thing about how he managed to control his blood sugar level by using the power of his mind. And it got nuts, right? So I'm kind of glad. People do not appreciate the power of their mind. Richard Herring says, if the mind's so powerful, why do you need to buy the box? And on it went, right? And it got me thinking, there are a lot of nut jobs out there, right? There are a lot of nut jobs. And hey, listen, you know, I'm not I meditate. I think meditation is good for stress and anxiety and depression. Don't cure it, but it can be, it's a tool in an arsenal of tools for all of those kind of things. Noel Edmonds is crazy, and I'm going to say he's quite dangerous. We need to take him down. I'm not advocating violence against him yet. There must be another way around this. What do we do about Noel? Okay? 0844 499 1000. What do we do about Noel Edmonds? Chris is on the line. Evening, Chris.
Hip, 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 Ian.
Hip, 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 Chris.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. Well, first of all, I was angry with Noel Edmonds.
Yes.
Now I feel sorry for him. We need to put him out of his misery somehow, don't we?
Like your father always says, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
There we go. We're all disappointed in Noel. Yeah. I mean, he's always been. I always thought he was very, very smug on Swap Shop.
Well, I never watched Swap Shop, but I watched him on Noel's house party. But this whole thing to do with him having this magic box that cures cancer, I was the one who tweeted you saying my dad has inoperable lung cancer. So if he has that, feel free to pass it around. Make it do the rounds.
No. You've got no. Well, first of all, and he was very clever. He doesn't say it cures cancer; it tackles cancer. Now, a lot of us will have interpreted that as a cure as curing cancer, but he's cleverly got around any legal wranglings by saying tackles, right? And secondly, your dad can have it. It's going to cost him $2,500, though, Chris.
Oh, well, that's okay. If it tackles cancer, then that's all well and being. I mean, because obviously, they find the cure for cancer, but they won't sell that because that's not profitable, so we'll sell these boxes instead.
Yes, exactly. He's nuts, isn't he? I mean, I can't think of any better way of saying it. He's so deluded and so living in a fantasy world that arrogance... He's a very... Oh, do I want to bring this into the conversation? Yes, I do. How tall are you, Chris?
5'8".
You're the same height as Edmonds.
Oh, right.
And I'm wondering... He's about that. He might be 5'9". I'm wondering if his... And not all short men are like this. If his arrogance and his determination that he's right comes partly because he's a short fella.
That, or it could be a case of he likes these boxes because he's always surrounded by 25 of them on Channel 4 every day.
Box fetish. They're of course. And do you know who used to be? I don't know if they still are. Who used to be one of the co-directors of the company that makes those boxes?
No.
It was I can't remember her first name. It was Debbie or something like that. And her last name was Edmonds. And isn't that your daughter's name? Yeah. Oh, right. The company have distanced themselves completely from Edmonds' ramblings, right? Today they put out a statement saying, whoa! Well, no, actually, they haven't distanced themselves completely, right? They've gone, no, it doesn't cure cancer. Although we have been doing research into that, and so far our tests are quite positive. So they're not completely distancing themselves from it. This is like this is snake oil. This is the, Dr. Hook's travelling medicine show. These are the charlatans that would turn up in towns in the Wild West days, promise they had a medicine that would cure everything, and then sell it and then disappear.
They did put a statement out saying the opinions of Mr. Noel Edmonds are his alone and do not reflect in any way the opinions of us in MPAD. We had no discussion, input or prior knowledge of the content of Mr. Edmonds' statement, and we do not agree with it in any way, shape or form.
But then they go on to say that they have been doing research into this machine and cancer, and they've had, so far, the research is small, but we've had positive results.
Bullshitting.
Here we go. Look, Chris, thank you for that, mate. 0844 499 1000. Nick says, cancer just killed my twin sister. Not negative energy. Was the most positive person I've ever known. Noel Edmonds is deluded. No, Nick, you must be wrong, and I hate to break this to you about your recently deceased sister. No, she must have been negative. She must have been negative, Nick. Maybe she was just positive around you. He's nuts, isn't he? What he said. And I can't think... Is this Noel Magic Box a bit like the Magic Bomb golf thingy detector from a couple of years back? That was good. It wasn't good. It put people's lives at risk. It's still putting people's lives at risk. It was this couple, and they made bomb detectors out of, it was like this machine that you'd use in golf, and they just kind of added a bit, and they sold it for something like 25 grand a pop as a bomb detector. And they sold it all around the world. So armed forces all around the world would be using this thing. And they were using them recently in Egypt, and they don't work. They're like golf ball detectors or something. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you're more than welcome.
The broadcaster and entertainer Clive Anderson
This is not true, by the way,
dead
but listen.
by television host Noel Edmonds at his house in Cornwall this evening.
That's an old Brass Eye sketch. That's an old... Clive Anderson's not been shot dead. That's an old Brass Eye sketch, guys. Morris predicted that this would happen, that Edmonds would go insane. Come on, Noel, what the hell are you thinking, man? Richard's on the line. Evening, Richard.
Hip, hip, hip.
Hip, hip, hip.
I remember because Cass reminded me.
Yeah, well done. Oh, I see.
I kind of want to defend Noel Edmonds. No, that's a strong word, but I think he's getting a bit of a hard time. Although that tweet to that guy was a bit unacceptable. Well, it was very unacceptable. People talk nonsense about scientific stuff all the time, but they don't present Noel's house party, so don't get enough flack.
So who are these people? Who are these people?
Pardon?
Who are these people then that spout nonsense all the time?
The one that comes to mind is people who enjoy a toot on a magic zoo. They post on Facebook all the time about how cannabis cures cancer and stuff like that. It's obviously complete nonsense.
Well, hang on a minute. But cannabis does have medicinal... cannabis is a medicine.
It relieves pain, yeah, but and it's used in cancer patients for that, but quite often people extrapolate from that it cures cancer.
Yeah.
And you see that all the time.
Yeah, but some random stoner posting on a Facebook page is not the same as one of the British television celebrities in this country saying he's got a magic box that will tackle cancer, and then saying to someone who's got cancer in a public forum, it might be your negative energy that did that. You're a bit negative. That's what you got cancer for, mate.
That tweet was very, very unacceptable.
That's bang out of order.
Yeah. But, I can see maybe he just had, a load of abuse from posting it and, lost it a bit. I'm surprised he undeleted it, actually.
Well, no, in that case, I respect him that he's kept it up there.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, I'm looking forward to seeing him on This Morning tomorrow. But listen, it's people like him saying this nonsense that give the people further down the food chain, the people on the Facebook pages you mentioned, the astral projector I was talking to earlier on, them saying these, it gives them the confidence to say these things.
But there's also, maybe he's not doing it because, I don't know about what you said about him being a director, I didn't know that. I was thinking maybe, obviously the placebo effect's a big thing as well, and it might genuinely have a positive effect on his life, because he thinks it is, and he genuinely believes it, and is saying it because he thinks it, it might help other people, even though he doesn't realise it's complete bullshine.
But he must know it's complete bullshine to say it tackles cancer. The thing is, right, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, but he wasn't selling anything when he was talking about cosmic ordering, was he? He might just genuinely believe in this stuff.
Well, he might, but that's not that. But the thing is, that's not right. Imagine your mum got told she had cancer today, right? And today, Noel Edmonds comes out and starts accusing people with cancer that it's because of their negative attitude. Well, how's your mum going to feel? Oh God, I've got cancer because I was negative.
Yeah, that was awful. Prince Charles believes in homeopathy and wrote letters to the government saying that it should be on the NHS.
Well, that should be. Yeah, that should be stopped as well. But he's not saying that homeopathy cures cancer, is he?
I'm not sure. He thinks it cures everything, I think.
Tackles cancer. I don't know quite what his take is on homeopathy, but no, that shouldn't be allowed either.
This is like a proper phone-in, by the way. I think I need to say that this country's going to hell in a handbasket.
It's the thin end of the wedge. Well, people can still call in and do nonsense if they want. I feel rotten today, Richard. Absolutely rotten. I've had such a lousy day. No, it's not your problem, man. It must be my negative attitude.
Yes, maybe you should get one of those boxes.
I'm going to get one of those boxes, Richard. That's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Evening, Russ.
Hello.
Hello, Russ.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes.
Was that actually Noel on the phone at the beginning?
Yeah. Noel Edmonds, yeah.
Really? Truthfully?
Yeah.
What, live or recorded?
Yeah. He called in. Noel called in, yeah.
Oh, right. It didn't sound like it, but I wasn't sure that it was just a bit of a prank. But before I come on to Noel, can I just say cheers for the other week? Allow me to be part of that fun.
The orgy we had after the show one night. Oh, you mean the game? The game. Sorry. No,
don't mention the orgy.
Don't mention the orgy.
No, it was great, mate. I really enjoyed it. It's good crack, and been having a bit of banter on the group since.
Yes.
What was funny was I didn't realise at the time myself that I thought you knew that it was a sound effect, that groaning. And then after you cut me off, you realised it was a sound effect.
I'm still not convinced that it wasn't you groaning constantly. I need to get Rob to send me that. That was funny. We put that out as a bonus. Hey, there's a bonus podcast to that, and then we put out Kath put out a bonus podcast today of the last hour of Friday's show. So, if anyone missed the last hour of Friday's show, you won't hear, you won't have heard anything like it before on the radio, and the odds are you won't hear anything like it ever again. I think that was a one-off, guys. That was a one-off. So I would suggest going and downloading that.
Well, I don't know if you're aware that Boyle the Witch has been lined up for the ducking chair.
Oh.
Or some kind of chair, anyway.
Yeah, there are worse chairs than that.
Yeah, just a quick mention for Stu Bailey.
Sorry?
He was Stu the legend. He was periscoping today.
Yes,
periscoping the storm. It was quite.
Here we go. Right, listen. Well mentioned. Here we go. I've gone to the. I knew it. It's almost like I researched this show this evening. 0844 499 1000. We'll carry on with other stuff in a bit, but gone to it's the EMP pad, right? What is let's have a little look about it. The EMP pad use very low intensity and frequency pulse electromagnetic fields. All right, so it's an electromagnetic pulse. Okay, I was right there. Which target the cells within the body and help to improve the way they function. Now, this is on the company's website, right? And bear in mind, they issued a statement distancing themselves from everything Noel Edmonds said, okay? This is the company's website. Research has demonstrated that this can lead to widespread health benefits, including supporting an effective immune response and healthy overall body. All right. Okay. This is on the homepage of their website, right? Although research using very low frequency and intensity PEMF to help address cancer has produced some promising early results, ladies and gentlemen, I present you with the smoking gun. It is currently in the very early stages, and we do not claim, underlined, that this therapy can prevent cancer. No, you don't say it can prevent cancer, but let's just read that again. Although research using this machine to help address cancer has produced some promising early results. Well, if I've got terminal cancer, right, and I read that, I'm going to think, sod it, do you know what? Let's buy this as well. No, I know they say it can't prevent cancer, but they've done promising early results. Edmonds was right. And then underneath, the opinions of Mr. Noel Edmonds are his alone and do not reflect in any way with the opinions of us at EMP Pad. We had no discussion, input or prior knowledge of the content of Mr. Edmonds' statement, and we do not agree with it in any way, shape or form. But the two paragraphs before that kind of back it up. They kind of back up what he said. What are we going to do about Noel Edmonds? 0844 499 1000. Gatford.
Yes, boss.
What are we going to do about Noel Edmonds?
Well, I have an idea.
Yes?
You mentioned the aforementioned Mr. Ike earlier.
Yeah, David Icke sent Noel Edmonds a tweet, and all it said was, Call me.
Call me.
Call me.
Yes.
Call me.
Call me.
Call me.
Now, did you ever see the John Ronson documentary about David Icke?
Yeah, I did. It's on YouTube. I recommend it to everyone.
It's highly recommended. And the crux of the John Ronson makes is that people think that when David Icke says lizards, he means Jews.
Yes.
But John Ronson says when he sees David Icke say lizards, he really thinks he means lizards.
Yeah.
In other words, what was that great word you came up last week where someone has made history of their own? Is it confabulatory or something?
Confabulation.
Thanks. Noel's running down that line, isn't he? He's heading towards the level where he believes this so much, or wants to believe it.
Oh, he believes it?
That's right. And he's put it on Twitter, and now he's going on television tomorrow to promote it, and he's been selling them. That he's actually believing this stuff, even when it's clearly bullshine.
Here's the thing. Rob mentions another thing, right? And I'd read this before, ages ago, and I need to get my head around this, because I've not really given it much thought. The use of the word battle when you talk about cancer, or is a brave battle against cancer. Rob says, those stand up and fight cancer adverts are bad enough, intimating you are weak if you use the battle, so no can suck a dick. Well, okay. It's an interesting phrase. He lost his battle to cancer.
Yeah.
And I know that there are some people who have cancer, who have had cancer, and they find that terminology quite unhelpful. So I would also imagine they would, if you've got cancer, right, give us a call. Firstly, because I don't know if you employ the word battle, but also let's try and work out. This is what we'll do. Tonight we're going to cure cancer, guys. We can't. It's illegal to say that. What we're going to do is, if you've got cancer, phone me up. Tell me what's negative in your life, and we'll see if we can turn that frown upside down, shall we? Yeah. We'll put a little bit of positivity in your life, and we'll see if we can get rid of that cancer for you.
There's two other questions I'd like to ask.
Yeah.
One, does Noel own one of these machines himself?
He's got one. I think his daughter was... I'd actually read up on this today. His daughter was one of the co-chairs of the company that makes them.
You do research. What are you?
Why your phone signal is rubbish. Go and move somewhere.
Sorry.
There we go.
Okay, right.
Yeah, that's much better, Gatford. Now we can't hear you at all. Perfect. It's weird, isn't it? There's loads of this nonsense around. By the way, we're talking about Noel Edmonds. You can still phone in about anything you want. As I predicted, it would be a dry number of calls. We've got a few calls. If you want to call in, 0844 499 1000. The question is, what we're going to do with Noel. You can phone in about anything, you know. And we will move on to other stuff in a bit. Not from the papers we won't, because there ain't nothing in the papers. There ain't nothing in the papers at all. There will be tomorrow. There will be tomorrow, Noel. Space Witch reminds me, Ken Barlow. Remember Ken Barlow? He said abuse victims, victims of sexual abuse, were paying a karmic debt. Do you remember that? He said it in like an Australian interview, I think. And Glenn Hoddle said the same about the disabled. Do you remember? Now, I don't know anything about football. Oh, is Jamie Vardy going to sign for Arsenal? I only know that because I was listening to the two mics on the way home. But Glenn Hoddle, when he was manager of England, he brought in a woman, didn't he? He brought in a spiritual advisor. Is that right? Have I got that right? He brought in a spiritual advisor. 0844 499 1000. And was it in a, what do they call it when you sit behind a table with microphones? Press conference, that's it. Wasn't it in a press conference that he said that? Someone will know better than me. If you know what Glenn Hoddle said exactly about, when he said it, about disabled people basically paying a karmic debt, 0844 499 1000. And both those men are still working. Both of, I mean, should you lose your job for that? Yes. Should you lose your... All right, there's a question. Should you lose your job because your beliefs are nuts? Then I suppose we turn into the belief police. And then it gets a bit tricky. Ken Barlow saying abuse victims, it's karma because of what they did in previous lives. Maybe they were abusers in previous lives, or murderers, or rapists. And so when they were abused as children in this life, it was kind of their fault. And it is a similar thing to the negative energy, the accusation that Noel put to Vaughan, one of our listeners. He's not listening tonight. Up yours, Vaughan. Who's got cancer and said, well, have you ever wondered maybe it's because you're quite negative? What are we going to do with Noel? Ed's on the line. Evening, Ed. Hello?
It sounds like bullshine. 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 It sounds like bullshine.
There we go. Go on.
It sounds like bullshine.
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 Yeah?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, all right. You need to somehow get it closer to the phone, because we struggle to hear it. You need somehow get it closer to the phone so that we can hear it a little bit better. But thank you. It's appreciated. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. And I just realised I've done a 45-minute rant about Noel Edmonds. Where did that come from, guys? Where did that come from? We can carry on talking about that. We can talk about anything you want. Really, I'm not really in the mood to do the show tonight. If I'm completely honest, I'm not feeling the vibe. Partly because the Richard Herring thing last night. It's There's a brilliant line in Monty Python, right? The first time the Spanish Inquisition, first time you ever see the Spanish Inquisition, which is, I think, my favourite Monty Python sketch. When they did it live at the O2 a couple of years ago, it was just Michael Palin at his best, right? But the first Spanish Inquisition is set in like Victorian times in a northern mill, in a northern mill owner's house, right? And Graham Chapman comes in. Now, I can't remember exactly what he says. He comes in and he says to the lady, whose name escapes me, he says, one of skews come off treadle up mill. And she says, what? He says, one of skews has come off treadle up mill. And what I'm trying to say is, doing Richard Herring last night, one of my skews has come off treadle. That's the best way I can explain it. One of my skews has come off treadle up mill in my head. And so so I've been feeling a little bit rotten today, not necessarily because of that. There's other stuff as well. And just today I went off and saw my therapist in the morning, and then I came back and I just went back home to bed. I got back home at 1, and I just went to bed and I slept for an hour and I woke up. And I thought, do you know what? I'm not doing today. I can't face it. So I made myself, I have a great technique where in the daytime, doesn't work in the nighttime. In the daytime, I can make myself fall asleep. I can't explain it. It involves electromagnetic pulses, but I kind of can make myself fall asleep. And I did. And it gave me a terrible headache. And I just, do you know what I mean? I just wanted to stay in bed all day and cry. That's what I wanted to do. And instead I had to come here because I was doing an interview for Zilchcast, which is a Monkeys podcast, and I had to do that here, and that was great, and I kind of got through that. Ken looked after me very nicely. And then obviously I've got to do this. And I can't really phone up Boss and say, Boss, one of skews come off treadle up mill. And I won't be coming in tonight. Because he'd go, what? Get your ass into work, man. You're coming into work tonight whether you want to do it or not. So I had to come in, but I've kind of, someone suggested on Periscope you could try it. I might give him a call tomorrow. Sorry, Danny, one excuse come off treadle up mill, won't be in tonight. The Big Brother's on tonight. That's why we're low on calls. Big Brother's on, that's fine. I can dig that. And I'm not working on it. And so tonight, the thought of sitting here for 3 hours doing this while I hate myself and while I wish I was anybody else apart from me, if I was anybody at all, jeez, it just filled me with dread, man. Hey, I tell you who's in Big Brother, and it's not Celebrity Big Brother. You know when I got sacked for defending the gays, right? You know another young lad got sacked for defending the gays? He's in Big Brother House, Andy. I know him. He got his thing was slightly different in that he posted on Facebook something about Tyson Fury. He was a reporter in BBC Northern Ireland, I think it was. And he posted on Facebook, and that is actually against BBC regulations to a certain extent. They still kind of stitched him up. You know, it still was spineless from the BBC. He's in the Big Brother house. I hope he's alright, because I got in touch with him after, he'd, had all his troubles. And he wasn't in a particularly good place. So I'm hoping his head's, sorted enough that he'll be alright in the Big Brother house. There's a coincidence. 0844 499 1000. Yes, Dan?
You're talking issues tonight, aren't you?
Well, you know, yes, we are. Why the hell not? And we can do that.
Well, I wanted to talk about little Noel.
Oh, yeah.
He's a very clever man, isn't he? This is the thing. He's a very, very clever man, and therefore he's very talented. Brilliant businessman.
He's a brilliant businessman. Is he talented? How much talent do you need? I mean, do you know, okay. He's always been a smug man, and I remember this vividly, right? He used to present, like, a BBC programme every year called the SOS Awards. Do you remember them?
I think I'm a little too young.
Okay. It was, and it was for the Spastic Society, right? When we still used to...
they ruined it, didn't they? They ruined it when they changed the name.
Yeah. But it was when we still used to use the word spastic, right? And at the start of this awards, right, he was smug anyway. And at the start of this awards, he looked straight down the camera And he said, right, this is talking to us, right, to me. Right. It's been brought to my attention. This is how he started an awards thing. It's been brought to my attention that some of you, pointing at the camera, have been finding it funny to call each other spastics and to bandy the word spastic around as though it's a bit of fun. Well, let me tell you, it certainly is no fun. And I remember feeling so told, because I was a kid, of course I used that word. Joey Deacon, that's where we got it from. And I was a kid, I felt so told off. Now, right, morally, he was right, and to throw that word around as an insult at the time was awful, right? But the arrogance of the man to do it as though he is a headmaster telling off his kids. Flash forward to, 25, 30 years in the future, and he's presenting... do you remember he presented a really weird programme on Sky?
Noel's HQ.
Noel's HQ, right.
With Cheggers doing a calypso.
Cheggers doing a calypso, and he would get really angry about things, and I can't remember... Wasn't there a bit where he just ran around the studio like a lunatic?
It was this weird combination of... a very right-wing rally, but combined with Noel's house party. And the thing is, I completely believe that he genuinely thought he was doing good things.
Yeah.
Because if you'd seen the episodes, a lot of it was, the incident where he laid into this local councillor was appalling, but there was a lot was focused on sort of charity work and stuff like that. It was almost like that's life, but without the teeth.
Yeah.
He had a beard instead of teeth.
Can I just say, Esther Ranson, circa 1978, she was hot, man.
You could drink it, you could have no problems opening beer bottles.
No, seriously, in those long flowing dresses, I thought she was stunning. Anyway, go on.
I've lost my train of thought now.
Noel's HQ is on YouTube, by the way, guys, if you kids want to go and watch it.
You don't want to watch it more than once. The pilot was like a proper light entertainment show, and then it morphed.
Yeah.
And I think that's Noel's problem. I think he gets too involved. I think he puts too much of his own opinion when he's been in the business, 50 years now? It must be.
It feels like it.
Easily.
Yeah.
And I don't think he has a malicious bone in his body, but what I do think is he's a bit of a tool.
Yeah.
And I just think he with this box thing today, I think he genuinely thinks that this expensive box of crap does him good things, but then to lay into people for saying, oh, you've got cancer because you've got negative thoughts, I just think, no, you probably shouldn't be on
And I imagine that he regrets, I would like to think he regrets saying that, and I hope when he's on This Morning Tomorrow, if it's Pip Schofield, I hope Pip mentions that specific tweet, because that I would like to hear his defence for sending that to someone who's got cancer, saying
there's no defence.
It's their fault. It's your fault.
He can make his excuses, but there's no defence.
Yeah.
And I don't think Philip Schofield, who in many ways is his natural heir, I think, Philip Schofield should be doing proper big light entertainment shows. He shouldn't be hidden away on daytime, but that's his choice. But no, I don't think Philip Schofield will let him off the hook at all.
No, Eamon would have given him a tougher ride.
Eamon would have hidden behind Sarah Kaywood on a lottery show, should we
say. Dan, thank you very much indeed. 0844 499 1000. Yeah, Noel's HQ was a strange show. I remember Carol Malone being on it, and I remember there was a bit, and I'm trying to find it on YouTube, and I'll have a little look during the news. Is this it? Is this it? Well, this is a bit from it. Let's have a listen and see what this is.
At the moment, there's about 140,000 people supporting Joe. There's a 7,000 named petition. We invited the council to come on the show. They declined.
Here we go.
Their head of press, Jim Vandenbos, actually said...
Here we go. Well, this is him having a rant. We'll play this after the news, because he goes nuts, right? And where is Esther Ranson and Gavin Campbell... and the bloke who would sometimes go on LBC, and I can't remember his name, they would kind of dismantle the bureaucracy. They would dismantle councils and things like that with wit and with charm and with a slight stern look to the camera, but you kind of you were laughing with them. Edmonds does it. Well, you'll hear in a minute, right? If it's the bit I'm thinking of, you'll hear it in a minute. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. We're doing issues tonight. We don't have to. We can do other stuff as well. We'll twit around a little bit, don't worry. And I know that Big Brother's on and you're all watching that, and I forgot Big Brother was coming up. That means we're screwed for the next 3 months, guys. I might take a month off during Big Brother. Wouldn't that be something? But you can give us a call. About what are we going to do with Noel Edmonds or anything else you want to, really. 0844 499 1000. You can watch me as well. Periscope.tv/Iain Lee.
Talk Radio.
I've just listened to this clip from Noel's HQ. It is funny. I don't want to do a character assassination on the man, but he did it himself today when he promoted a box that he says can tackle cancer, then had a pop at one of my listeners who's got cancer. It's just not on, man.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Adrian Mills. That's what I was thinking of, Adrian Mills. Bill Buckley, of course, was on there as well. 0844 499 1000. This is Iain Lee. Good evening. We're asking what do we do about Noel Edmonds. He's gone nuts, right? We've got to do something about him, haven't we? We've got to do something. He's going around accusing people who've got cancer. It's their fault. Negative attitude, mate. Vaughan, who listens to the show. Not tonight, though, Vaughan. Got into a Twitter spat with Noel Edmonds, who accused him, who said, maybe it's your negative attitude that caused your cancer, mate. Could be the problem. Found this brilliant clip from Noel's house party, Noel's HQ, right? He's talking about a soldier and dealings with a local council, right? It's basically that's life, but on Sky. You do the math. Noel's not happy.
On Facebook at the moment, there's about 140,000 people supporting Joe. There's a 7,000 named petition. We invited the council to come on the show. They declined. Their head of press, Jim Vandenbos, actually said, we don't talk to entertainment shows like yours.
That was the wrong thing to say to Edmonds. That was the wrong thing to say to Edmonds. And he's rightfully furious now.
Well, actually, Mr. Vandenbos, I've got a message for you. Don't simply think this is an entertainment show and decide then that you don't want to talk to us. Because Mark Prince and the fight against knife crime didn't just turn around and dismiss us as an entertainment show. Actually, I created this show.
Here we go.
I do not get paid a penny to do this show. I decided, no fee, I wanted to put my heart and soul into it because I want to fight people like you and your council. Because I think you're at the heart of what is wrong with this country.
Sorry?
Sorry?
What?
And do you know something? And do you know something, Mr. Vandenbos?
Yes?
Mr. Vandenbos and Wealdon District Council, I know I'm right. Nick Clegg, he's behind us.
Oh.
David Cameron has given us a statement. And wait for this, Wealdon District Council and Mr. Vandenbos, who would sneer at what we're doing here, because you're sneering at millions of other people in this country. Just remember, by the way, you're a public servant. Who pays your money?
And on it goes. And they're uncomfortable listening. Thing is, he's having a go at the wrong bloke. Mr. Vandenbos is just the PR guy. He's having a go at the wrong bloke, isn't he? Oh, man, what are we going to do with Noel? 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You can give us a call about other stuff as well, of course, guys. You're more than welcome to do that. Is anyone watching? Are people still watching Big Brother? I don't know. I'm not working on it right now. I'm not getting paid. I like Big Brother. I do like Big Brother. And when I did the Big Brother show, I really enjoyed it. It was a real stretch, though, because I was doing a breakfast show 5 days a week and I was doing 2 shows on WM. And I had to try and keep up with as much Big Brother as I possibly could. And it was hard work. And since I stopped working on it 2 years ago, maybe I was only doing 1 show on WM. I used to do it down in Luton in a tiny booth. Once I had a migraine and puked up in there. Anyway, since I stopped doing getting paid to watch Big Brother, I don't watch it anymore. But I do quite like it. And I saw 2 of the people that went in. And one of them was this lad, Andy, who got booted off of BBC Northern Ireland last year for standing up against homophobia. Recognise that one, guys? Do you recognise that? And then I saw a woman with big knockers, and I kind of thought, yeah, that's Big Brother. That's Big Brother. That's the way it goes, guys. But how long did it go on for now? I mean, it went on for too long, really. It went on for do you remember the first Big Brother? Right, the very first Big Brother, when, I don't think did they have cameras in the walls? Or did they just have CCTV cameras? And, they were allowed to take books in there. They were allowed books in there to read. It was Craig who won it, and he gave all his money to charity. And then he had a Christmas number 6 with At This Time of Year. Remember that? It was a good song. I enjoyed that. Nasty Nick was in it. There was an Irish lad who I suspected was going to kill everybody but didn't. There was a woman with a shaved head who went on to become a porn star. And there was a girl, but she might have been in Series 2, not Series 1, who I would sometimes see in Homebase. And that was it. And the first one was genuinely interesting because it was new, and it was a psychological study of how people would interact with each other. And they didn't have the stairs. It was just like the house was almost like a porter cabin, I seem to remember. And the door to get out was just like a normal door with a handle. And they would unlock it when someone had to get out, and everyone could kind of come out of the house and wave at people. Do you remember that? I remember that. I've lost my bit of paper with the show on it. I had a bit of paper, Kath, with the show on it. I don't know, have I left it out there? Can you don't have a little look-see, bit of paper with the show on it? There's only 2 things written on it. There's only a couple of things written on it. I don't know where it is. Oh, dearie me. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I don't want to be here tonight. You don't want to be here tonight. What are we going to do? What are we going to do, guys? How are we going to get through this? Ah, there's the show. I'm being handed the show. Oh, yeah. There wasn't a lot, was there? There wasn't a lot. Seems to be nothing in the papers. Here's the big news story. ABBA have got back together. Now, I think ABBA are a little bit overrated. I think they're a little bit overrated, really. I quite like the ones where the men sing. I like Does Your Mother Know, although that's a bit creepy. Although he is saying he won't have sex with a child, so that's a strong message. That's a solid message to be singing about. There's another one that the man sings. What's the other one that the men sing? I prefer it when the men sing. And there's a couple of the songs are quite good. SOS is good. But the thing about ABBA is all of their songs are very they're like fish, aren't they? Fish taste. You know when you're eating fish because it tastes of fish. All fish tastes of fish. In fact, all ABBA songs sound of ABBA. You know you're going to get. We've seen ABBA the movie starring Lou Carpenter of Carpenter's Cars. That's a stinker. It was a 0844 499 1000. It was a rare opportunity for the 4 stars to meet up. So when the chance came for ABBA members to give an impromptu rendition of one of their songs, how could they resist it? The result was the band's first live performance for 30 years. However, the Swedish quartet sang only one song together at the event. A private party to mark the 50th anniversary of the meeting that would lead to ABBA being formed. It's a very specific... is that cool for us, or is it not for us? Not for us. It's a very specific event to celebrate, isn't it? News of their on-stage reunion on Sunday night quickly went public as images were shared on social media and went viral. I mean, if they were to come back and do a concert, you'd go and see them. Of course you'd go and see them. But, I just don't... What do you think, Julie? ABBA a bit overrated? Oh.
A little bit. Not my cup of tea, but you know.
I quite like. I like Does Your Mother Know? And there's another one that the men sing that I really like. And I like SOS. Waterloo's.
I quite like Voulez-Vous.
No, I don't like that. That's when it got a little bit cheesy for me.
The rest of their stuff isn't.
All right, Super Trooper. What city is mentioned in Super Trooper?
Ooh.
This is a pub quiz question.
I don't know.
Glasgow. They mentioned Glasgow.
Yeah.
She's singing a concert in Glasgow, right? How many other songs mention Glasgow? I can't think of any.
No, I'm at a loss.
Yeah, okay. I'll wait 499-1000. Now we know. Now we've decided what to do with Noel. We're going to put him in a sack and chuck him in the canal with some puppies. We are now asking songs that feature Glasgow in them.
Iain.
Yes.
So I've spoken to Vaughan tonight. Because you're saying, and he's not listening to the radio programme.
Oh, this is Vaughan who was told by Noel Edmonds that his cancer might be down to his negative attitude, and he might be. We don't know.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, from the amount of time that I've known Vaughan, which isn't that long,
yes.
But it's amazing he's got any positivity in him at all. And although I wanted to ring up, but it's not my place because I'm not the one who's ill. But he wanted me to call you.
He's a bottler.
No.
He's a bottler.
Tonight. Listen. He's with his son.
Yeah.
Tonight,
So what? He's him and his son are both bottlers.
And he doesn't want to have a discussion, obviously about this when he's got the time to spend with his son.
Tell him, Julie. I'm on Edmund's side now. In fact, the next hour of the show. No. The next hour of the show, we're going to be attacking Vaughan, and we're going to be defending Edmonds. Because maybe Edmonds is right. Maybe it's Vaughan's right, that's it. We're going to tear Vaughan in it. What? 08444991000. What do we do with Vaughan, guys? And I'm going to play clips from his TV show on Sky if I can find it on YouTube. That's what we'll do. Anything else?
No, he was just going to say that you're his hero today, but I don't know if you still feel that way.
I'm sure he will. He's a good sport, Julie. Thank you very much indeed for giving us a call. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. Oh, I'm trying to play a song. Why is it not playing? I was getting all, this is what I was trying to play. Here we go.
I've been with a few macaronis, one or two pals on my head. We went in a hotel and we did very well, and then we came out once again. And then we went into another, and that is the reason I'm through. We had 6 Jock and Doris's and sang a chorus. Just listen, I'll sing it to you. I belong to Glasgow.
You see. Now, someone has sent me 0844 499 1000. Someone has just sent me a news thing. I think enough of that. Someone's just sent me a news thing, right, that I cannot believe is true, and I'll have a look at it in a second. Simon's on the line. Good evening, Simon.
Well, you've just stolen my thunder.
Oh, was that what you were going to give us?
Well, I've got a few.
Go on.
Glasgow Coma Scale for the Libertines.
I heard now the guy that that was Andy Stewart singing that, but I think it was a guy called Will Fife who originally did I Belong to Glasgow, and he was. I heard I've started listening to Radio 4 Extra in my car on the way home sometimes if the two mics are being too sporty. I won't listen to LBC because it's deathly dull. And there was a documentary on about Will Fife, this Scottish comedian from like the 30s and the 40s, and he went to Hollywood and made movies and stuff. And he wrote this song, and it's brilliant. But so we've got that one. Go on, what else you got?
Glasgow Coma Scale by the Libertines.
Okay, yes.
Glasgow by Craig Armstrong.
Who's Craig Armstrong?
He's a classical composer. He does a lot of sort of TV work, and he's had a couple of albums out.
Here's the thing, right? Someone's just sent me this news story from the BBC News website, right? The headline is, this is insane. Glasgow is the most mentioned UK city in song titles. This is just in song titles, right? from 2012. Glasgow is the UK's most mentioned city in song titles, with Edinburgh coming in second.
Well, there's bands like Deacon Blues, Raintown. That's about Glasgow, and the Blue Nile, Tinseltown and the Rain. That's another one about Glasgow.
Does it mention Glasgow by name, though, Simon?
Not specifically, no.
Then I cannot allow it onto my top 10 Glasgow songs.
Well,
did you used to read, when you were a kid, did you used to read Ur Willie?
Yes.
My granddad was Scottish. And the Bairns. My granddad was Scottish, right? He's from Aberdeen. He used to drink a lot and have a really thick Scottish accent. I couldn't understand a word he said. But there would always be Ur Willie and the Bairns.
The Bruns.
The what was it?
The Bruns.
The Bruns, thank you. The Bruns. Annuals kind of lying around.
Yeah.
And so I grew up reading them. And I didn't really understand what was going on because it was written as it would be spoken.
I'm 43 and then I still get one every year.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. I'm glad I used to love them, and they will forever remind me of my granddad Jock, for that was his name. And I'm glad they're still going. But I didn't have a clue what was going on in them. But I used to love reading those.
They were very of their time. They were sort of stuck in the 50s.
Yeah.
Both of them, and it was a sort of simpler time when kids went out stealing apples and stuff. Not smoking crack.
This is why I don't like the Beano now. Because while Dennis Menace is not actually smoking crack, it's all modern and they're all playing video games and they're not firing catapults and all of that stuff.
Isn't Dennis not allowed to call Horace Wimpy anymore because
it's Walter. Yeah, he's not allowed to call him Softy Walter. Yeah, there's all of that nonsense. All of that nonsense.
Political correctness gone mad.
Hang on a minute, I've got a button for that. I was playing with my buttons. Hang on a minute. Where's my button? Hang on. Where's my button? If I go there, here we go. Play.
I think it's just politically correct.
There we go. You see. Go on, Simon.
Bullshit.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed.
I think it's just gone politically correct.
There you go. You see. Now, you're thinking, well, how does he know his way around his buttons so well this evening? Well, I tell you why, because tomorrow, weird show, huh? Weird vibe for you guys at home? Is there? It's weird for me. Weird for you? No? Okay, doesn't matter. If it's weird for me. I don't want to be here tonight. I shouldn't really be saying that. Well, no, I should be saying that. In other places, they'd say, don't let them know how you're feeling. I feel like I want to go home and cry. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to be tonight. I want to be in bed crying all night. All day and all of the night. The reason I'm so hot... 0844 499 1000. I'm so... I know where all my things are on my keyboard. It's because tomorrow is the day that Catherine and I are going to go and give a talk to some 5 and 6 year olds in a primary school in, I can't remember where. It's near Milton Keynes somewhere. That's where we're going, right? And, I was really, I honestly was racking my brains as to what we could talk about. What on earth we could talk about. Because I've been doing these talks in colleges and schools and, things like that. Maybe we'll go and give one in a prison. Well, I'd given a talk in a prison. Anyway. And I kind of, some of you watched one on Periscope and the talk, it's got highs and lows and there's we play some rude clips and some not quite such rude clips. Leighton Buzzard, that's it. We couldn't play, for example, we couldn't play this.
We don't want to go from a sleazy country to a sludgy country.
Tomorrow. With the 5-year-olds. That would be inappropriate, right? Completely inappropriate, right? So I've chosen 3, I think I've got 3 clips that we might play the kids. I'm going to ride the vibe tomorrow. And I've set up a little section on my, on my computer. I have this program called Soundboard, right? We have different hotkeys. You can have different screens. So I've set up one that the kids can come and kind of play with and stuff. So this is what we've got.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
That's my son. Gosh, doesn't he sound like a little girl there?
Ooga zaga, 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 ooga zaga.
So they've got all this.
What's the dumb waiter? The hills crowd alive with the sound of music.
What's interesting is, Kath, you won't have heard some of these. Some of these are from the WM show. I found the folder.
I'll have a pound of sausages, please.
And here's a brilliant clip.
My pet monkey bit my mum's ear off.
Ladies and gentlemen, someone phoned in and told me that story once.
Good afternoon.
Oh?
Beep, 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 beep.
Here we go. Here's a competition. Here you go, Kath, you can play this. This is the voice of a regular caller to this show, but who is it?
Beep, 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 beep.
It's the voice of a regular caller to this show, but who is making the bip, 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 bip noise?
Beep, 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 beep.
It's good, isn't it? That's tonight's competition. £1 million up for grab. First caller on the line is Mandy. Good evening, Mandy.
Hello, Ian.
Mandy,
How
who
are
is...
you?
Who,
hip, hip, hip.
Hip, hip, hip.
Sorry, hip, hip, hip.
Mandy, which famous caller is making this noise?
Beep, 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 beep.
Who is it?
Oh, God, I don't know.
It's a regular caller to the show, but what is his name?
Is it Caddick?
Beep, 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 beep.
I'm afraid it's not, no.
Oh, no, sorry.
Never mind. That means you owe us £1 million, but that's okay. We can collect
That's fine,
it.
I've got that to give. That's no problem.
Thank you very much indeed.
Just wanted to chat with you. A little sad. I'm not giving sympathy because I'm often in the same kind of boat as you, feeling a little bit low, and I have, my friends tell me, don't worry, it's all good, we think you're great, blah, 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 as we tell you, Ian. And it kind of falls on deaf ears a little bit because it doesn't detract from how you're feeling inside. I know this is all a bit deep and meaningful. But, I agree. You had a caller, I think it was last week, saying to you, carry on, trying to bring people up that are suffering from depression and that kind of stuff. And then you said, actually, no, that's not up to me. And I agree completely. It's not up to you. It's up to you to look after yourself.
Yeah, I want to be. I'm glad when I did the Richard Herring podcast yesterday.
Yeah.
I was really worried we were going to do a whole nother depression talk and all of that stuff. And we didn't really go there. I think partly because Adam Buxton had covered it already. And we didn't really go there. And I'm really glad that we didn't go there because I'm tired of talking about that stuff and being that person. I don't want to be the poster boy. Let someone else go and do it, all right?
Absolutely.
And I'll have my struggles. But I don't want to be... Yeah. But then today I come in and I feel like I want to jump off a bridge. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to do this.
I'm glad that you share that with us.
Yeah.
Because we feel a lot of us do really feel your pain, and I'm happy to go along that journey with you, absolutely, and carry on listening and give you my support and that kind of stuff. I'm not going to, pander to and give you loads of, full sympathy and stuff like that, but it does help to listen to you. I don't expect you to be a poster boy, like you say, but it does help to listen to you, and, just wanted you to know that we are listening to you, and we do absolutely support you, and we think you're great. I've followed your career since the 11 o'clock show, and I think you're wonderful. So, anyway.
You're very kind. You're very kind, Mandy.
Well, no, it's not kindness. It's fact. It's fact.
Well,
we talk about fact.
I tell you what's fact.
Tonight.
Tell you what fact is ABBA are overrated, aren't they? I don't want to be all negative and stuff. They did some really good songs, but not many of them.
They all sound the same.
They do. That's the thing.
Sound the same.
That's the thing. It's like I've got like Beatles albums and Beach Boys albums and Kinks albums, right? But I'd never put on an ABBA album apart from Greatest Hits. You wouldn't go on and put The Visitor or Super True. You wouldn't go and put those albums on and go, I really fancy listening to that album, that journey.
No, it's not a journey.
No.
It's not a journey. It stands in the same place. It's all good fun, but it's not diverse in any way, is it? Really?
No, not at all. Mandy, thank you for calling.
Thank you, Ian.
Tutty bye, bye. 0844 499 1000. Oh yeah, that's what Paul Ross was talking about this morning. Jackie the Musical. I turned on for a bit. I was thinking, why is Paul Ross talking about Jackie the Musical? The choreography, of course, from Jackie the Musical, done by the excellent, the amazing Arlene Phillips, who, bizarrely, is best friends with Steve Guttenberg, Mahoney, from the Police Academy movies, because she choreographed, one of his first films, which was, and I cannot remember the name of the film, Was it called Can't Stop the Music, starring the Village People? It's one of Steve Guttenberg's first films. Was that what it's called, Can't Stop the Music? I think it might have been. I've got a feeling it might have been. Hmm?
They cut me off.
No, they haven't.
No, he hasn't.
They've put you on.
Hello.
Hello.
Evening.
Good evening.
Am I allowed to enter that £1 million competition?
Okay, let's play the clip. Which idiot caller, Manny? which annoyance that every time his name pops up on my screen makes me want to eat my own fingers and poke my eyes out is making this noise.
Beep, 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 beep. It's a binding contract, isn't it? You says, ever can tell you who made that noise wins £1 million.
Go on then.
It's me.
It was you, Mandy, of course. I can't remember why we got you to make it, but the £1 million will be paid to you by Mandy.
It was because of, I got that thing that you put in the cup. Remember I was telling you? The blind people.
Oh, the blind, you had the blind cup, was it? It's an alarm. Oh, it's an alarm that tells you when your cup's full up.
That's right.
Yay!
Yeah.
What other, fun...
Yeah, hang on. I got this. Hang on.
It's 11:41 p.m.
Well, your clock's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong,
Talking clock. Yeah, but I've got 10 minutes forward.
You know you're probably blind due to your negativity in your life.
I know.
Wasn't it your clumsiness, though, that sent you blind, not your negativity?
Well, you know what he should do? He should give everybody one, right?
Yeah.
He should give everybody one of those boxes.
Yeah.
And say, okay, it's $2,500, but if it works, we'll give you $4,000.
Yeah.
Because I found there's a channel on the TV and there's a doctor on there. And he used to give herbal medicine.
Oh, yeah.
And, when you got these problems, you think, oh, it might be a cure. Well, I found him up. And he says, yeah, I can sort your eyes out, but it's going to cost £5,000. And we says to him, okay, would you do the treatment first? If it works, we'll give you £10,000. He says, no, I want the money first. It's all a con, ain't it?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. It all is. And there's been people making claims about cancer for years and years and years and years, because when you've got terminal cancer, you will do anything.
It's like you. It is a conspiracy, because I was talking to somebody the other day about the chap I was talking. He's a diabetic.
Yeah.
And Saturday, and he was saying, he says, well, if they cure diabetes, a lot of other problems that you get from diabetes, that all these companies will be taking a loss if they cure everybody.
Yeah.
No, it's all a con, isn't it?
It's a lot of it is a load of old bullshit, isn't it? Unfortunately.
99%.
Yeah.
99%. Yep.
Manny, anything? Someone said they'd sent me an email, and it's not. Oh, this is loads of emails have come through.
You don't think I miss about all the social media?
Yeah.
It all came out after I went bloody blind.
So you missed out on Grindr.
The only thing I didn't miss out was on Facebook.
Well,
and texting and all this Twitter and everything came out after.
Manny, you listen, trust me, buddy, your life is better without that rubbish. Let me tell you that. Richie, happy treat, stay there. Coming to you next. 0844 499 1000. Evening, Richie.
Evening, Ian. How are you getting on?
Very well, thank you.
You don't sound like you're having a particularly good evening this evening.
No, I'm not. I feel lousy.
But no, let me tell you, you're sounding absolutely solid.
Okay, well, thank you very much indeed.
Now, there's a couple of things I want to talk to you about tonight.
Do you know who you sound like?
Tell me.
You sound like Noel Edmonds. I know you're not.
Well, Noel Edmonds is a very good friend of mine.
Well, what does that mean?
Well, let me point you in a couple of directions there. The guy is definitely an interesting character, isn't he?
In what sense?
Well, he's very outspoken, isn't he? I mean, we haven't heard from him for, let's think, 20 years?
Well, no, he's been doing Deal or No Deal.
Is that a programme?
What do you mean?
Well, hold on a minute. When have you last sat down and watched Deal or No Deal?
My mum loves it.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Bless your mum, and I hope she's doing very well, because I know she's been poorly.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
Is it actually a programme?
Well, what else could it be?
Well, it's kind of a time waster, isn't it? And that's the other thing I was going to talk to you about. Time wasting.
Yeah.
Now, I got on to you not so long ago. You have been wasting my time for a long time, but...
Yes.
Goodness me, it's good.
Right.
Now, I haven't got time to sit down and watch Deal or No Deal.
No.
But when I'm listening to you...
Yeah.
Crikey, that day goes past. It goes past so quickly. Now, your other little buddy there, Alan. You know Alan, who calls up. Alan Caddick? Is it Alan Caddick?
Are you a real person?
Yeah.
Because you're not talking like a real person.
Oh, I haven't started yet.
Flippin' heck!
I haven't started yet.
Struth!
Come on, Ian, please. Give me a break.
What break do you need?
Well, I'm just started now, haven't I?
Yep.
Right, now, there's a couple of other things I wanted to talk to you about. Time wasting.
Lino summed you up. Lino's been a little bit harsh on Twitter.
Yeah. Go on, what's he been saying?
You don't want to know. I'm not going to...
No, I don't want to wear it, because I don't like all that sort of rubbish.
No.
Because I have a little chat with Barry every now and again.
How...
Go on.
How do you know Noel Edmonds?
Well, he lives down the road from me.
Have you ever met him?
Yeah. I've had a pint with him.
Oh yeah, what does he drink?
Well, he has a couple of ciders.
Yeah.
And then once he's had a couple of ciders, he then gets on to the other little bits and pieces. And when I've
Kath still thinks you're Noel Edmonds.
Kath, come on, please.
No, it's not Edmonds. It's not him.
It's not Edmonds. No. Please, give me a break. Please.
Give him. Edmonds.
Kath, is Kath listening to me?
Unfortunately, we all are.
Okay. Well, hopefully, when I get on to the actual points that I wanted to talk.
You've not even got to the points you want to talk about yet.
Yeah, but that's the whole idea, isn't it?
So what you're saying is, you know Noel Edmonds. Can he cure cancer?
Noel Edmonds is not going to cure cancer or kill cancer. It's a conspiracy, Ian.
Oh, jeez.
It's a conspiracy.
Where's the conspiracy coming from?
From the government.
For what? Let's explore this.
Okay, let's explore it. Right, now.
Yes.
If they had a cure for cancer, the drug companies would not be able to make any money.
Oh, you're one of them?
No, I'm not. I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, no, they would make money by selling the cure for cancer.
Yes, you're correct there.
Thank you. So that's one argument down. Next.
Okay. Now, I hear what you're saying there. But don't...
Finish it. Complete this number. 01811...
01811?
Yeah, what are the next four digits in the pattern?
01811 444.
No, there are the next four digits in the pattern, Noel. 01811
855 755.
Close. 01811 8055.
01811 55.
8055.
8055.
Yeah. So just say that number.
01811 855.
No, 8055.
8055.
Say the number.
01811 8055.
Say, hello, my name's Noel Edmonds, welcome to Noel's house party.
Hello, my name is Noel Edmonds, and welcome to Noel's house party.
Yeah, it is, it's Noel Edmonds. You're Noel Edmonds, I claim my £5.
Hold on. Mr. Blobby's just coming in, hold on a second, hold on. Blobby? Blobby says he wants to have a chat with you.
Okie dokie.
Hold on a minute, let me just get Blobby.
No.
No, he's not coming. No, he's gone.
Good.
He's gone.
Yes.
He's gone. Anyway, the other one point that I was going to talk to you about.
Yes. Have we got to any of the points that you were going to talk about yet?
Not quite yet, but
Okay.
you will understand when I say.
Okay.
How long have I wasted time for?
You've wasted time for 5.5 minutes.
5.5 minutes, is that all?
Yeah.
Blimey, I listen to you for nearly an hour most days.
Yeah.
Because I always do the podcast. I like the podcast. I have a little chat. I thought, well, I'll have a little chat with Iain. I think I've probably got something to say to him. But
We haven't heard it yet.
Time for? Who else is time wasting? The other three listeners?
Yeah. Okay.
So we've got them.
Yeah.
And where's Barry? Is Barry in tonight?
No.
What's the other one? Andreas? What do you call him?
Yep.
And Alan.
Okay.
Is Alan in?
Right.
Well, where are they?
What on earth are you talking about, Noel?
Well, I've got this thing that I'm thinking about. What I want to do is I want to enlighten people about what I got in my box.
Did you just fart?
That's my sofa. Yeah. I've got something in my box.
Oh, jeez.
And I want everybody to know what I've got in my box.
Okie dokie.
But I want you to guess what I've got in my box.
Is it
Hold on,
a lady's hand?
No, it's a number from 1 to 100.
76.
No, hold on.
Why is that funny? Is it funny because it's close? 69.
Hey, hold on. We're touching on another point there, aren't we? Because you always like to find out how old people are.
Right.
So your two numbers on the button. Can you give me another couple of numbers?
Right. Well, at the end of this phone call, are you going to say, no, I told you I could waste everybody's time?
No, I'm not. Why would I?
'Cause I've got literally no idea what you're talking about, Noel.
Exactly. But isn't that part of the fun? Iain, I've heard you for a long time now, and I've enjoyed every moment that you speak, and everybody else that joins in. It's all good fun, isn't it?
It's all just a little bit of fun.
It's exactly that. Now, what is life if you can't have a little bit of fun?
There we go, Noel. Yes.
Hey, now, if you can't have a little bit of fun,
yeah,
what is the point?
You just said that. You literally just said that.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm working on it.
Very trying.
I've got some points.
Have we got to any of the points that you wanted to make, Noel?
No, not yet.
Okay.
My first point. If there is such a thing as a UFO...
Oh, for crying out loud. Where has this come from?
And if there's such a thing as ghosts...
Yes.
Why haven't we seen any of them? You've seen a UFO, I know that.
Yeah. Something I just tweeted. If this fella did have a drink with Edmonds, I actually feel sorry for Noel right now. Oh dear.
That's fair enough. No, I get his drift there. I do.
Yeah.
I understand that. That's not a problem.
That's not a problem at all. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. Yeah.
So Edmonds lives down the road from me. Anyway, we went out one evening.
Yeah.
And we were in the local, and we'd had a couple.
Right.
And he said, "Do you want to come back
to my place?"
Obviously, of course, he was going. We're talking back in the day here, you know. He said, "Do you want to come back to my place? Because I want to show you a few things."
Oh, for crying out loud!
And I said to Noel, I said, "Look, Noel, I think you've got the wrong character here, because that's not really my kettle of fish."
Well, did you think he was asking you back to his place for gay sex?
No, I think what he was asking me back was to go to the pond, do a little bit of fishing, catch the fish, and put the fish back.
Right. Well, thanks for calling, Noel.
And I thought to myself, I think he's after a bit of fishing.
Yeah.
And I then said to him, well, look, I said, if I can waste your time, Noel, for any longer than 2 minutes,
okay,
it's a result.
Okay, well, you're wasting our time now.
Right. So, should we talk about the actual points that we're talking about?
No, let's not bother. 0844 499 1000. Rashid!
It's Noel, Iain. It's Noel. It's not Rashid.
Flipping heck. Yes, go on, Noel.
Yes, I know another Noel, by the way, but that would be telling.
What?
I know another Noel. He lives down the street from me.
Okay, right.
Yes. But do you want to hear about that?
Oh, I suppose so, yeah, why not? why the hell not, man? I've got no idea what's going on tonight.
I had a drink with him the other day. It was bloody great.
Yes, and what happened afterwards? He wanted to take you back for gay sex?
Well, I don't know, but I'm not really into that. But I think you're great. I think you're bloody great, Ian.
Thanks, Noel.
Yes.
Thanks for calling, Noel.
Ian, it's Rashid.
Oh, Rashid, I'm so sorry, mate. I got confused there.
Oh dear. I thought I was in Greyhound. What's it called? Groundhog Day with Noel. Oh my God.
Groundhog Day with Noel.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ian, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? If I stay, there will be trouble.
Yep.
If I go, it will be double.
Yes.
And that's what I wanted to say about the referendum. You've got...
No, I don't want to go there. Happy Tree.
This is Happy Noel.
Oh, for crying out loud, please. For those wondering why Periscope is down, because I just got... I think I was streaming it on my data allowance instead of on the Wi-Fi, because it just flashed up. You've used up all of your data. Oh, cry. So I'm trying to connect my phone. I thought it was connected to the Wi-Fi, but obviously it wasn't, and it certainly won't connect now. So, I don't know
what I can stop pressing F5 then?
Yes, stop. I don't know. I'll let you know when it goes, I don't know what's going on with the bloody Wi-Fi tonight. I've had a nightmare with it. Anyway, Happy Noel, what have you got for us?
Well, you were talking about not wanting to be the poster boy for depression.
Yes.
If you were, what would the poster look like?
It would look like, it would either be me sat in a corner on the floor with my head in my hands, or me wearing a suit and there's a close-up of my head and I'd be shouting, ah! That's what it would look like.
But, okay, if you were to design a poster, or to be the poster boy for something, what would it be and what would it look like?
Oh, I don't know. Why?
I don't know, just a thought that occurred to me as I was hanging on the phone.
I wouldn't know how to design a poster. I'd get Scott to do it. That's what I'd do.
Okay. I think my poster would look something like the cover of the first David Crosby solo album, if I could only remember.
Oh, yeah, it's like his ghostly image over the sea.
Yes, with a sort of sunset and superimposed upon it. Anyway, I phoned up to say, on Sunday night, I realised a dream of mine that I had 30 years ago, and I finally managed.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think it was?
I don't know.
Well, that was a good attempt. I saw Brian May's guitar with my own eyes, finally. And, it was a gig that they were playing up here, and I saw the colour, and I saw the way he was holding it, and
it's more brown than red, isn't it?
It is totally. Well, I mean, I've got a copy of it, and it is mostly brown, and I'm thinking, yes, okay, but in pictures and photos,
it looks red, yeah.
Yeah, it looks red, but it is browning.
You know, I've been in Brian May's garage.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah, I've been in Brian May's garage, and I'm not even a fan of Queen. I'm in Brian May's garage, and he's got that guitar on, and he's playing through all the amps. I said, "What happens if you change the pickups on the guitar?" He goes, "Oh, hang on a minute, that's the Bo Rap sound," and he starts playing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. Well, you see, that's the middle and the neck pickup out of phase.
Yeah, that would be it. I thought so, yeah. I thought so. I'm glad you cleared that up. I didn't want to ask him, but I was pretty much sure that was the case.
But it was an amazing concert, but I just spent the whole time just staring at the guitar thinking, this is weird, because it's as if he's playing my guitar, because I've had this copy now for about 18 months, and so it's, I know how it feels, and I'm like, wow, that looks exactly the same, and it's amazing.
But even though, because it's only half of Queen, isn't it?
Well, Brian and Roger are kind of like Nigel Tufnell and Dave St. Hubbins.
Why doesn't Joe? What's his name? Deacon. John Deacon. That's it. Why doesn't John Deacon play with them anymore?
Well, he didn't really want to be in the music business anymore, and he kind of
tough. He should do it. He's the bass player for Queen. He should get back out there on the road with the boys. Otherwise, it's only half Queen. And that, if he was dead, then fair play, right? Then the two of them got to be like the Who. But he's not dead. He's alive. He should get out there and do it.
Well, I mean, who knows why? But they don't really speak anymore. He just kind of can't be bothered. whenever they want to do something and they involve him, because he's obviously part of the company as well, and if they don't get a reply from his email, then they know that, okay, he must be okay with it.
Wow.
But he's sort of gone, well, I mean, he's got a big family, and I guess he's just not wanting to have anything to do with it.
That's outrageous. I won't go and see Queen until they get John Deacon back in the band. Otherwise, to me, it just ain't Queen.
Well, I mean, the bass player, actually, I was disappointed that the bass player kind of stayed in the shadows and he didn't really...
They had the bass player from the Shadows in there. It gets worse and worse.
Well, there was Spike Edney on the keyboards, but he was the kind of fifth member of Queen that nobody talked about until afterwards.
Queen are another band that are a bit... not very good.
Well, you might...
Dale! It does all that rubbish.
Participation. That was just getting the crowd all worked up.
I'll work the crowd up in a minute. This is something rude then.
Have you ever experienced the Brian May guitar solo?
Well...
The delay solo?
No.
Oh, it's the best thing.
Thanks for calling. I don't get Queen. And how jealous are all the Queen fans when I'm stood in Brian May's garage and he's that close to me. It's on YouTube. And he's playing solos for me. And I said, what's that? What happens if you change the pickup? Oh, that's the Bo Rap sound. He starts playing Bohemian Rhapsody. And I did grin like a 15-year-old. You can see it. I grin. But it was only Queen. And I wasn't that bothered. Here's the interesting thing. Right now, Brian May doesn't know where that guitar is. Doesn't know where it is. Do you know why? Because for insurance purposes, this is true. I was talking to his roadie, right? His roadie looks after the guitar and he hides it. Every day he keeps it and he hides it in a different place every day. So it's never in the same place. Because it's like Paul McCartney's bass guitar, right? It's insured for like £1 million, right? At least £1 million. And, so Brian May never knows where his guitar is. Because you can imagine if ISIS burst into Brian May's house, the first thing they'd want is his guitar. Because it's like an icon of England, Britain, isn't it? It is. It's like the top three things ISIS want in reverse order. At number 3, they want the TARDIS. At number 2, they want the Queen's head on a silver platter. And number 1, they want Brian May's guitar. And if they get those 3 things, then they'll have won. Game over. It's like capture the flag. So if they burst into Brian May's house and tortured him, where's the guitar? Where's guitar? Brian May, where's guitar? I'm not telling you where the effing guitar is, guys. Where's guitar? I'm not. You can go and F yourself, ISIS. I'm not telling you where he's quite pushing it. You can go and F yourself, ISIS. I'm not telling. We kill Badger. What? We kill Badger. Where guitar? No, don't kill the Badgers. We gonna kill Badger big time. Big style Badger call in your house. We gonna Badger call all night. Okay, well, okay, I'll tell you. And he would crumble. He would crumble and he would tell, ISIS where the guitar was. Boom, they've got one thing from their top 3 list. Next thing, the TARDIS, and then the Queen's head. Those 2 are easy. It would be getting, the guitar that would be the hard bit. And they can't do that, thank Christ, and I say thank Christ deliberately. They can't do that because, even Brian May doesn't know where his guitar is. It's his roadie who knows, and now you know the reason why. The performance began when Agneta Folkstog, 66, and Annefrid Lingstad, 70, took to the stage at the Bernsalonga entertainment venue in Stockholm and began singing the little-known ABBA track Me and I. The Benny and Bjorn, and it says who was married to whom. It's a bit confusing. The sexual shenanigans in ABBA. But then they were Swedish, weren't they? And as we know, the Swedes are all dirty little so-and-sos, rutting away. It's because they're so northerly. It's to do with the hormones. They joined in to complete the performance before all four embraced. It was amazing, said one of them. A lot of emotions. We've made this journey throughout our history. Ben and Bjorn in particular, it's been very nostalgic. Benny said it was a great night. Now, how do you do? Oh, my sweetie, it was a great night. Here we go. This is good. Asked if it would be a full reunion, Benny said, we took a break in 82. It was meant to be a break. It's still a break and will remain so. You'll never see us on stage again. We don't need the money. Usually, the reason bands have reunions is that one of them is destitute and the others want to help. Fortunately, that's not happened to us. Oh, you've got to respect that, because they could be quids in. All they got to do is do a One World Tour, DVD, live album, the merch. They would be absolutely quids in. So they're not going to. So get over yourselves, guys. That's never going to happen. Call straight to air after this.
Talk Radio.
Still can't connect my phone to the internet, guys, which means there'll probably be no more Periscope for this evening. That's fine. These things happen. We'll see what happens. We'll take calls straight to air for the last hour of the show, though. You can call in about anything, do anything, say anything. This is Talk Radio. This is the news.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Well, I'm not inclined to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Farrah. I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine, I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone past with a girl named Bo, but somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star. I've never spent much time in school, but I taught ladies plenty. It's true, I hire my body out for pay. Hey, hey, I've gotten burned over Cheryl Teague's, blown up for Raquel Welch. But when I wind up in the hay, it's only hay. Hey, hey, I might jump an open drawbridge or Tarzan from a vine, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that makes Eastwood look so fine.
Yeah, I can't get the internet to work on telephone. I wonder why that is. Oh, hang on a second. Bear with me. I type in that password there, then I type in that password there, and then I see what happens there. Nah, that's not having it. Right, last hour of the show, dear listener. If you want to go straight to it, you're more than welcome to. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You're more than welcome. We can talk about Noel Edmonds. We can talk about ISIS. How are we talking about ISIS? We can talk about Brian May's guitar. That's why. And anything else you fancy, really. The last hour is kind of where you get to let off steam. But it's partly the weather. The weather today has been very close. Hasn't it been close? Hasn't it been close? It's leaving everyone feeling very peculiar. Line 1, you're on the wireless. This is why I hate Queen. There we go. That was. And that's why. You faded it. I dumped it. We're all groovy. That's why. Oh, he said thank you. That's why I hate Queen. because of that nonsense. I mean, it's just, I don't hate Queen. I'm not rabid anti-Queen. I do, of course, I like a couple of their songs, but, generally, I find them quite tedious. I like The Invisible Man. That was a good song, actually. I enjoyed that one a lot. Oh, George Formby's the other music star in the newspapers today. Her Majesty, the Queen, likes George Formby. Who doesn't? He was the Ray Davies, the Damon Albarn, the Chris Martin, if you will, of his time. The Queen's all-time favourite music act has been revealed as ukulele king George Formby. Her Majesty knows all the When I'm Cleaning Windows Legends ditties, some of which were censored by the BBC in the 1940s for being too rude. Let's go to line 1. Yes, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Iain, hi, sorry, my bad. I didn't realise there was a little swear at the end of that.
Was it a swear, or did he say thank you?
Yeah, he was being rude.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
That's another reason I don't like Queen, because they're potty mouth and bad language in front of an audience.
Do you know what's worse?
Go on.
He was saying Edmonds backwards.
You don't get that anymore. You don't get coded messages in pop songs anymore, do you? And I think that's out of order. I want more coded messages in pop songs. Yes, line 2, you're on the wireless. Hello? Hello?
Mostly rascals, but it's your Edmonds. Your underfoot guy, also called nice people. Yes.
Yep, I didn't hear a word of that, but thank you for trying. It's appreciated. It is appreciated. I'm still trying to get this internet to work, and I almost had it then. But it's annoying, isn't it? We're so reliant on the... If this were a Costa Coffee, I could get the internet to work. I finally worked out how to get the internet to work in... is it Costa Cafe Nero? That's the one. Finally got that to work. The Queen once had to politely decline an offer to head the Late Performers Appreciation Society after it was deemed inappropriate by royal staff. There's a brilliant story of George Harrison and Bob Dylan, and I'm going to say Jeff Lynne from ELO. And they all went round to George Harrison's house. And they all ended up watching George Formby movies. Can you imagine Dylan watching George Formby movies? Yes, I can. Quite easily. According to writer Eve Pollard, the Queen's Correspondence Secretary said, "I don't honestly think, if you don't mind me saying so, this is appropriate. You're the head of the armed forces, the head of the Church of England. I don't think you can be president of the George Formby Appreciation Society." Oh, I disagree most strongly. Yes, line 1.
Hi, it's Noel Edmonds. I thought I'd phone up and do one of my funny phone calls.
Okay, Noel, who do you want to be, and what part do you want me to play in your funny phone call?
Well, I'd like you to be, let's say you're a lady answering the door and I'm the milkman.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Let me just open the door. Hello, I'm a lady.
Hello, I'm the milkman.
Hello.
I'm sorry to say I've just run over your husband.
What?
I'm sorry. I ran him over in my electric milk float.
That's terrible!
It is. Ha, look at my beard. I'm not your milkman. I am Noel Edmonds. I am.
Thanks very much indeed. That was a lot of fun. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, I'm just going to talk to Big Ears. Hello?
Sorry?
Hello?
Is that me?
Hiya, mate, you alright? Yeah, sorry, no, I was on about someone else. I've got to make a call after this. You alright?
All right, mate, yes.
Yeah, anyway, what week is this?
Sorry?
What week is this?
What do you mean, what week is it?
Oh, you know what's happening this week.
Go on. Go on.
What's happening on Thursday?
I've got the kids on Thursday.
Anything else?
It's my birthday.
It's your birthday! Birthday treats are inbound, fella. Don't you worry.
I don't want any presents from you, Rob.
Don't you worry.
They'll be pornographic at best, and at worst, libelous about my co-presenters here.
You are going to have such a smile on your face Thursday, I promise you.
Oh, flippin' heck.
Give us a kiss for a go. Go on. Go on.
Good night. Tutty bye. Tutty bye. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. So that's all the stories in the papers. Here's the Star. We've not seen the Star. Hang on a minute. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Incredible how you can ride through me. You sound that you just can't please. There's something more that you just can't please.
That's my favourite Queen song. That's actually my favourite Queen song. Oh, it's all about... Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about France Euro 2016 in France, right? And I'm not making light of this in the slightest, right? There is definitely going to be a terrorist attack, isn't there? Isn't there? I mean, isn't there? I wouldn't want to go to Paris to, I go to Paris for a weekend or something, or a few days. But to go to a massive event like that, in stadia, like that, am I the only one that's concerned that this is going to turn into something completely different that isn't based on football? I don't know, if you're going, I don't want to scare you. Right? I mean, what do I know? I'm just the bloke that used to do the 11 o'clock show. I don't know nothing. But it strikes me that, Paris hasn't had much luck recently in respect to that kind of shenanigans. And there's going to be millions of people from all over the world going there. I know it's millions. And there'll be loads of football matches where there'll be 60,000 people sat in stadia. And they just found a fellow with a load of machine guns and bombs. I mean, really? Would you want to go to that? I mean, I wouldn't want to go primarily because it's football. But a part of me thinks this is going to be, this can only be bleak. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. I'm not, and there is the picture of the football team in their posh clothes. Good work, guys. Good work. 0844 499 1000. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Oh no, don't bother. Why is everyone playing me loads of live Queen? Why would you think? I think I've got the phone back on. Well, I may be streaming my data. I've updated my bundle. I can't get on the bloody Wi-Fi. I'm too good to you guys. I'm too good to you guys. I really am. Queen's in the paper again. Queen told me what the F word means, says Brian Blessed. Now, remember Brian Blessed delivered a baby in Hyde Park and chewed the, what do they call the plug, the thing that baby plugs into a lady's tummy with? The umbilical cord, that's it. This is the thing of these new pills I'm on, right? New. I can't remember words. I don't remember simple words I should be able to just grab and pluck from my my mind. I can't remember them. So I spent 30 seconds struggling to remember the word umbilical. Some people say umbilical. I wonder if they're the same people that say plastic, says, and auction. Perverts. Those are the people. Perverts. Actor Brian Blessed has revealed the Queen turned the air blue as they shared a filthy joke about the F word. No, she didn't, Brian Blessed. That's a lie. That's a lie. Her Majesty told the Flash Gordon star she was in fits of giggles after he blurted out the F word while hosting the BBC show Have I Got News for You? Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hi Ian, Hannah here.
Hey Hannah, how you doing?
Oh, sorry, hip hip hip.
Hip hip hip. I'm slacker on the hip hip hips in the last hour of the show. It's not, they're not so essential, but they are always gratefully received. Hip hip hip, Hannah.
I almost forgot myself. Anyway, I got that Japanese version of Twit and Shout all the time.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I've got another album. I keep forgetting to bring it in off Japanese Beatles covers, and I think it's a better album actually. It's lots of different groups doing it, and I should. I wonder if I've got it on my iPod. Hang on a minute, because I've got my iPod here. I've got. It's not on my computer, but maybe it's on my iPod here. Hang on a second. Let's have a little look. Oh, we're back.
Oh, you're back on Periscope.
Yeah, I know. I might be streaming. I might be streaming on my data. I don't know. I don't know. I'm too good for you guys. I can't seem to connect to the Wi-Fi. Oh look, my iPod's dead, so I can't play anything. So I haven't got it. Sorry, no. I'll bring it tomorrow if I remember.
Okay then.
All right. Anything else?
How's your mum?
She's all right. I went and saw her the other day, and she wound me up. She just got on my nerves, so I didn't stay.
Why?
I didn't stay very long. She just annoyed me. She was being really whingy, and I just thought, do you know what? I can't deal with this today. And I went, Mum, I love you, but I just cannot deal with this today. I'm out of here. And
well, she's out of hospital though, isn't she?
She's out of hospital. She's fine and she's dandy. So, you know, it's all groovy, man. It's all groovy. Thank you, Hannah.
All right, nice to speak to you.
All right, see you later on. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Bye-bye. The monarch also asked him to perform his famous catchphrase, Gordon's alive, from the 1980s cult flick. Blessed 79 said, I had said the word F when I was describing people essing on Everest. Well, I was at the palace last year and the Queen was in hysterics about it. I don't believe a word this man says. Honestly, I don't believe a word that Brian Blessed says. The guy's obviously a lunatic. Him and Edmonds. Now I'm getting beef on Twitter because I said stadia. It's the correct plural of stadiums. You say stadia. Nobody says stadia, you ponce. Well, I say it because I speak proper, mate. He added in the Queen's voice, that was a funny story you told about going to the toilet on Everest, Mr. Blessed. What I would like to say to you is that the word F is an Anglo-Saxon word. It means spreading the seed. Blessed, said the Queen, continued, do you know, Mr. Blessed, we watch Flash Gordon all the time. Oh, you're joking. No one watches Flash Gordon all the time. We watch it all the time, Mr. Blessed, with the children and grandchildren. So would you mind saying Gordon's alive? How is this man allowed to lie about the Queen so much? 0844 499 1000. How is he? He's just telling lies. Blessed, who was speaking at the Hay Festival in Wales, said fans worldwide ask him to repeat the catchphrase. He's so full of it, isn't he? I mean, just like properly, this guy's a lunatic. He's quite high on the Edmonds scale. Fans worldwide ask him to repeat the catchphrase, including a Maasai tribesman on Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. He also revealed he still has a high sex drive at 79. He said, "You'd be amazed by my energy, and I don't need that bloody blue pill. Bollocks to that." I mean, why is he sharing that info? Everything in that story is made up from the mind of Brian Blessed. What's this? Someone's... No, it's not on my email. Someone said they sent me something. Oh, now I'm getting people sending me but clips of YouTube clips about cannabis oil curing cancer. I'm not honestly. I've just muted the bloke from Brighton who sent it, and Sub-Zero, I'm gonna mute you in a minute. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in cannabis oil. So please go away. Please go away. 0844. What's the phone number here? 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I suspect the last 35 minutes of the show are going to be very quiet. I'm not in the mood for it. You're not in the mood for it. There's nothing in the papers. Why does Rihanna keep showing us her arse? That's what's in the papers. All the papers are different shots from different photo shoots of her showing off her bottom. And I don't understand why. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hip, hip, hip.
Hip, hip, hip.
Do you know what? I think I've got to go to the doctors tomorrow.
Say that again. You broke up a bit.
I think I've got to go to the doctors tomorrow.
Why?
Because I'm having so many negative thoughts right now about Noel Edmonds.
Man alive.
I think I might have brought a cancer on.
Can we do cosmic ordering for Noel Edmonds to get bumped off? Can we do that? I meant bumped off the side of a swimming pool into the pool. Can we do that? If we all write on our hands, we want Noel Edmonds to get bumped off the side of a swimming pool into the pool with his while he's wearing his clothes, with his phone and his wallet in his pocket. If we all do that, will that happen, do you think?
I'm up for it. I'll give it a go.
I'll do it. I'm going to write on my hand now. No,
I think he's wired himself up to that box that he's just sent himself absolutely balmy.
Yeah. I want Noel to... Oh, right, fall in the pool, because it's quite... Fall in the pool. I hope you're all doing it at home, guys. I've got room for the L, so it just says, I hope Noel falls in the poo. And then you kiss it, and you blow it. And it's now part of the cosmos. That's going to happen. Noel's going to stand in a turd tomorrow, and that's all because of me. In your face, Edmonds!
I've got a pain condition, hence being awake at this time of night because I'm in pain. And the amount of people that say to me, oh, my dad's best friend's uncle's auntie's dog's milkman's sister,
yes,
she did this, and it worked. It cured her. She had exactly what you had.
Yeah.
But, A, why is it never... you did this or your mother or brother, it's always 12 people removed.
Yeah.
And B, do you not think that my doctor who knows my condition would have told me about this miracle spinach, snake oil, cannabis, whatever, cure, if it worked? Everybody has got the answer to pain conditions, but the people, it's crazy.
The best ones, right? The best ones are the Christians, right? Who are anti-euthanasia. I'm a big supporter of euthanasia, right? And the right to die, people's right to die, right? You're right, man. And the Christians the Christians I have spoken to about this, right? And this is not knocking all Christians, but the Christians I've spoken to about this, you say to them, well, what about if you're in a lot of pain? But all pain can be managed now. And it's like, well, no, it can't. You know, I saw my dad die, and he was in agony he was off his face on morphine, but he was still in a lot of pain. You're saying the pain it can be managed in some cases, but for a lot of people, pain is painful.
It's very painful. There was a little while ago, some kind of fundamentalist Christian group, and they've got some kind of services that they did in London, and they believed that HIV and AIDS isn't real.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the medication that you take. And that really, when you have the blood test done, it's because the levels, whichever levels it is because you've got the flu or something at that point. So they put you on the medication, which gives you this kind of chemical aids. So they convinced all these people that if they believed in God and wanted to be accepted into the church, they had to come off the AZT, the medication.
That'll work.
And loads of them died. And they said it's because they didn't pray and believe. How crazy is that?
There are people that buy, but then there will always be someone again who will say, "Well, yeah, my cousin had AIDS and it was cured by prayer."
Yeah.
Okay, well, if that happened, good luck.
My mum's a Christian. She's quite she's born again Christian, and I mean, I've had my pain condition now for 10 years, and she's been praying for me for every day for 10 years, and it hasn't gone yet. In fact, it's got worse.
I'd tell her to stop praying. I'd say, Mum, you're making it worse. Stop praying.
Stop it.
Christian, there's a branch. Are they still going? There was a branch of Christianity that was big in kind of like the 50s and 60s. Christian Scientists. Are they still around? Have you heard of them?
I've heard of Scientology.
This is different. Christian Scientists. And the only reason I know about Christian Scientists is because Mike Nesmith, one of the monkeys, was one. I don't know if he still is. And basically, they believe that everything can be cured by prayer, right? And so they won't go and see... In fact, I think he still is one, because he was going blind, and he was praying for it to get rid of it, I think. And then someone went, you should go to the doctor with that, they can fix it. And they did. But I think it's still a thing, Christian Science.
I've not heard of that. I'll have to look it up. But I mean, that's the whole thing with Scientology as well, is you confess all of your misdemeanors and homosexual thoughts and all this kind of stuff, then depression won't exist and mental illness will go away, and it's all about doing this auditing. And you have to confess everything over and over and over and over again. And it's absolutely bonkers.
When is Louis Theroux's documentary about Scientology coming out? Because, man, that's one I want to see.
I know, I was watching a link. I think he was speaking to a Swedish or a Danish reporter about it, and they played some clips, and it looked absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, I've seen a clip of it.
Have you watched the Going Clear one?
Which one's that? I watched the bit where he stood on the street. From the Scientology documentary?
Yeah, it's called Going Clear, and it's people that had been right at the top next to Miscavige, who's left.
Yeah.
And talking about being put in the hole and stuff, where they had to play musical chairs to stay in the hole, that they were that brainwashed.
Oh, wow.
And being disconnected from their families and never being able to see them. And when they've left, they've been followed by private investigators. And his dad's now, because his dad's left, he's been followed by a private investigator, and they were hoping that he'd had a heart attack. And
nice people, aren't they?
They sound delightful. I can't wait to join and give them all my money so that I can learn all about Xena or whatever her name is.
Exactly. Listen, thank you for that. 0844 499 1000. Oh, 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Last 30 minutes of the show. Weird show tonight, isn't it? Weird kind of vibe to it. And I don't mind that. Every show is different. It would be so much easier. It would be so much easier if we came in and we kind of followed a format for the show. So much less stressful. But it would be boring, wouldn't it? We'd just be Ian Collins. So there's no point in doing that. Really, as that's being done by so many other people. They don't need any more people doing that. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Call straight to air for the last 30 minutes of the show. Swans are being moved from a stretch of river. How do you move swans? How do you tempt them away? Swans are such vicious buggers. Swans are being... I'd love to taste one. I would love to taste one. Only the Queen and Romanian migrants are allowed to eat the swans in this country. Did you know that? And I don't think that's fair. I wonder how much meat you get in a swan. Whenever I eat duck, and I like duck, but whenever I eat duck, I get really bad indigestion. Like, really painful. I wonder if Swan would be like that to the power of Swan. Swans are being moved from a stretch of river. Oh, hang on a second. Yes, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hello,
Hello.
Ian. It's
Hello.
Rosie.
Hello, Rosie.
Hello.
You're right.
Oh, hip, 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 sorry. No, I just had the list of all the songs that the men in ABBA sung to see whether any of them were the one you liked.
Yeah.
So, Another Town, Another Train?
Nope.
Man in the Middle?
Nope.
People Need Love?
No.
Here's Your Brother?
Are you just going to say... Oh, hang on, are we just saying... are we just saying ABBA songs?
Well, I just want to know which one it was.
I don't know. It's one where it's sung by a bloke.
Yeah, these are all sung by blokes. Rock Me. Because I used to like ABBA a lot.
Rock Me might be one.
Yeah. Do you remember that one? Susie Hang Around, I used to like that one.
No, it's not a song.
So it's probably Rock Me. It's a song.
No.
Sitting in the Palm Tree was another one.
Yeah.
Under Attack, that's quite a new one.
Right. How can it be quite a new ABBA song?
Well, I mean new, as in one of the more later ones. Because I had all their albums, because I was a bit of an ABBA freak before I was a Kinks freak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, they're just a little bit silly, really.
No, they're not that. Well, I think people think that, but you try covering one of their songs, it's really hard to sing.
Yeah. Well, but just because their songs are really hard to sing doesn't mean that they're any good, does it?
In your opinion?
I
used to like them a lot. I mean, well...
I did, but then I grew up.
Tuneful, and her voice, I just think, and Agneta, the blonde one, her voice is amazing. Because it sounds like it has to be auto-tuned, but obviously it's not. But she never hits a bad note.
Yeah. Well,
maybe she's too perfect. Maybe that's the problem.
And that's that Rosie, I think. That Rosie, I think, is the problem. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
You look really sad tonight.
Who is this?
It's Katie from Addlestone in Surrey.
Hello, Katie from Addlestone in Surrey.
Addlestone in Surrey.
Addlestone in Surrey. Big up the Addlestone in Surrey massive.
It's not very massive. It's very small.
Isn't it funny? Who's that?
Oh, that's my friend Claire.
Claire, be quiet. I'm talking to Katie. I like the way
I rang in the other day.
Oh, yeah.
I rang in the other day and I left a message on the answer phone. You played it when you were doing the silent.
Oh, yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, which one was yours?
And I wanted to talk to you about roller derby because I said it was ridiculous.
Oh,
that was talking about roller derby.
That was you were stroppy about roller derby. Okay, yes, go on then.
But I think that you should come and announce our roller derby bout in Guildford.
Why would it?
It would be amazing.
Well, it would be amazing. How much are you going to pay me?
In cakes.
I'm on a diet. Where is Guildford? How far away is Guildford from here?
Well, where are you?
We're in South London.
40 minutes?
No.
No? But you get to see lots of girls on skates hitting each other.
What are they hitting each other for? I don't understand what this is.
It's a full contact sport.
Hang on a minute.
On skates.
It's girls fighting on skates.
Yes.
It's getting a little bit more interesting. Still a bit weird. Why are they fighting on skates?
Because it's fun.
But I don't know. Is there any videos of this on YouTube?
Yes, lots of videos.
Tell me what to type in.
Sorry, roller girls. Saved my soul. Saved my soul.
Oh, God.
That's the video for it.
All right. Sorry, roller girls. Saved my soul. All right. And this is girls fighting on rollerblades. Okay.
No, not rollerblades. On quads.
Are these like disco boots?
Never rollerblades.
All right, Claire, shut up, Claire. You put me off the whole thing. Hang on a minute. I want to see some fight. These are proper, like, disco roller boots. Okay, okay.
Not disco roller boots.
They're kind of, that's what they look like. Hang on a
They
minute.
don't.
Here we go.
Not at all.
Yes, they do. Oh, it's in a gym.
Really?
It's in a gym.
Well, because we all fund it ourselves.
But I don't understand. This isn't a sport.
It is a sport.
But
we are athletes.
You're literally just skating. Are you drunk now?
I'm an athlete.
Shut up!
No.
Are you drunk now?
Maybe.
Yeah, the good athletes getting drunk on a Tuesday night.
But that's okay because it's Tuesday and Tuesdays are boring.
So basically, you're skating. The sport is you all skate around in a circle, and then you all kind of just decide to knock one girl down.
No, so you have 5 people to a team.
Yeah. Is there any? Why is there no
one of
sound to
those-
this? Why can't I hear anything?
Pardon?
Why is there no sound to this? Why can't I hear anything?
Turn your sound up.
Oh, the sound is up. Is my sound up there, Ed? There's no sound on your video.
There should be.
Well,
Tim, look it up. You need to look it up then.
I'm watching it, and there's no sound.
15 minutes to go. Claire's shouting at me. It's
hang on a
making me
minute.
very anxious.
Hang on a minute. Right, that's working. So, well, there's no sound on that YouTube clip. But there's no sound, and it's okay. It looks good, but no, I can't make it. I'm afraid I'm busy. Then when was it?
It was you got the 3rd of July or the 13th of July.
I'm busy. I am actually busy on both of those dates. That's true.
Oh, that's so sad.
It really is. But thanks so much for asking. Bye-bye. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hi, it's Noel Edmonds again.
Hi.
I'm doing a funny phone call.
Okay, Noel, what's the setup this time?
See if you can guess. Ooh, Deo.
Oh, it's Freddie Mercury.
No, it's me. I'm Noel Edmonds doing a funny phone call. I caught you out.
Thanks for calling. Oh, boy, do I feel stupid. I used to do the funny phone calls. We always used to enjoy... Hey, Mum, quick, he's doing a funny phone call. Hello. I'm from the council and I believe that your windows are illegal. It was that kind of stuff. It was that kind of stuff that they would do, and we'd all be in hysterics in the 70s and the 80s. I believe your windows are illegal. What? Yeah. Oh, no. I just got a letter here from Sue, who wants us to stitch up her husband Steve. They've just had new windows fitted. Well, I phoned up pretending to be the council and told them that their windows were illegal. Swans are being moved from a stretch of river to stop them attacking people relaxing in punts. He was the Radio 1 breakfast show host, wasn't he? Didn't Edmonds do the Radio 1 breakfast? There's just something so supercilious about him. I think that's the right word. I'm pretty sure. It's just the arrogance about the man. Looking forward to seeing him on This Morning tomorrow. That's going to be a car crash. 08444 499 1000. The last 14 minutes of the show, guys. Come and get it while it's hot. Oh, line 1 wants it. Line 1, you got it?
Hi, it's Noel Edmonds here.
Oh.
I've been listening to your show, and I'm aware you're not a big fan, but I'm a big fan of yours, and no hard feelings.
Oh, nice
anyway,
one. Now I feel bad.
Yeah, anyway, I've got this show on BBC One on Saturday night starting soon. I was wondering if you'd like to come on and do a stunt.
No, I don't know. You know that someone died doing a stunt, one of those stunts on Noel's house party. His name was Michael Lush. You know, he died. I wonder if he was negative. Do you know what I mean, though? Terrible tragedy. They used to do these live stunts, and one of them was this guy suspended like about 50 foot up in a big metal crate, and he had to escape from it or something, and he didn't. Oh, it was terrible, terrible tragedy. That's what health and safety is for, right? Health and safety gets a really bad rap. It's to stop people like Michael Lush dying and thinking stupid things like that. That is what health and safety... Has it been health and safety checked? That's what it's for. To save lives like that. Oh, blooming health and safety. We can't play conkers. Yes, you can. Oh, health and safety won't let us walk our dogs. Yes, they will. You don't know what it means, do you? Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Oh, good evening, Ian. How are you getting on?
Very well, thank you. How are you getting on?
I'm doing very, very well. Thank you very much. I wonder if we could have just a quick chat. I know you've got to go back this evening and do your bits and bobs when you get home. I just wonder if we might be able to have a little chat about the potholes in the road.
Oh, for crying out loud! Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Yes, why don't you join me, Radio 4 Jimmy Doherty, tomorrow morning as we give you more news of that breaking story about 3,000 miniature cloned Noel Edmonds released by mistake in the north of Scotland. We speak to residents in the far north of Scotland in the towns of Ipswich and Barking and the horror of waking up to find Edmonds on their doorstep every morning. We'll also be looking at fascinating research from Cambridge University as we find out that if you say Jeremy Hunt's name incorrectly, like I've done in the past, technically you're still right. And Mary Berry will be joining us in the studio and I'll be cooking for her. She'll be judging my spotted dig and feeling my dough balls. And she'll be answering the age-old question, what's best, vegetable oil, olive oil, or baby oil? We'll have 3 paddling pools and Charlotte Green will be joining us for that one. So join me and arouse Jimmy Doherty on Radio 4 tomorrow morning.
0844 499 1000. He's good, that guy. I don't know who that is. I know it's the real Jim Doherty. He's good, but don't know who it is. Swans are being moved from a stretch of river to stop them attacking people relaxing in punts. Punts in hot weather. There have been reports of wing flapping, hissing swans swooping on boats on the River Cam in Cambridge. But Jed Ramsey of the Conservators of the River Cam group denied there was a plan to tamper with the birds' eggs. He said, we would never consider this an option. With a 3-day series of races, the May bumps. Oh, doesn't it just make you want to, anyway. The birds will be encouraged to move to a stretch of the river where they will be looked after by volunteers. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
I'm still tormented by that Noel's house party.
What, the entire series?
Health and safety.
What?
Huh?
The entire series, or?
No, it was the one where the guy died.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I was in charge of health and safety.
Oh, well, I don't really want to make jokes about it. You know, because a bloke was killed for, you know, I don't really want to make jokes about it. Really. Mr. Ramsey said the aim is to save the swans from injury and stop over-aggressive birds attacking rowers. That's swans for you. So, oh yeah, this is what I was going to talk about. So I'm giving a talk for a load of 5-year-olds tomorrow. And I've set up this little... I don't really know what we're going to do. I've talked... The youngest group I talked to with a group of 10-year-olds. I'm still waiting for that podcast, by the way, 10-year-olds, that you said you were going to make. That was going to feature the Illuminati and origami. And other words ending in I. Sounds genius. I'm still waiting for that to happen. I hope it's going to happen. But normally we go and talk to university students and college students. Tomorrow it's a load of 5-year-olds. I have very little idea what we're going to do, apart from... Stetson? I mean, that's going to be...
Everyone?
Yes.
Who's that?
I mean, primarily...
I'd like to pizza, please. I'd like to pizza, please.
It's going to be mainly them coming and playing with this. I've got to check... Oh, I think all of these are clean.
They just give me the heebie-jeebies.
The heebie-jeebies, we can... that's a good one, that. I need to boost some of these. Yes, I know I should be doing these in my own time, but...
Well, I don't know what I want to say. You have to tell me.
Here we go. Okay.
I'm not in a bad mood.
Classic.
Never.
Yes.
My pet monkey bit my mum's ear off.
That's old news. There we go. And that's basically... what your kids are going to be learning tomorrow is...
Good afternoon. The hills
for a life with the sound of music.
That's what they're going to be learning at school tomorrow, guys. So, 08444 499 1000 is the telephone number. Flippin' heck, man, I'm tired. I'm sorry, I don't feel today's, show. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here he is.
Good evening.
Here he is, back from beyond the grave.
Yeah, I know. Listen, those swans belong to the Queen, so leave them alone.
Have you ever eaten swan?
No, and you're not supposed to.
No.
Bloody hell, that's the Queen's meat.
Yes.
You mustn't touch them.
Don't touch the Queen's meat.
No, they belong to the Queen.
Or Prince Philip's sausage.
All right, yeah, make sausage out.
Greek sausage, isn't it? Greek sausage he likes.
Greetings, Ian. Greetings.
Greetings.
Yeah, I'm well on my way to the 92, so get some more money out.
Okay, we're double or quits, Dennis. Double or quits.
All right, double or quits. Yeah.
How you doing, Dennis? You all right?
Yeah, great. We had a thunderstorm today and nearly got drowned, but that was it.
Yeah, there were flash floods everywhere. We only had a shower where we were.
Well, they actually named the road here, Ridgeway Avenue, as being impassable. Right outside our door.
Is it impassable outside your door?
Oh, it's all right now, but we are the middle of the river where the river used to run.
Yes.
Originally, before we put the houses here. It comes down from both sides, so all the water rolls down the road towards the school, right opposite where I live. And we're not only sure that the water is being taken away.
Well,
we have this trouble. We have this trouble this time of the year. Never in the winter. We don't get flooded in the winter. It's round about now.
Oh, dear God. That wasn't a comment on what you're saying, Dennis. It's a comment on just how tired my head, my body, and my soul are.
Oh, dear boy.
I'm battered, Dennis. Tonight's show has been a real slog for me and probably for the listeners as well.
Why? What's happened?
I just
What's been going on?
didn't fancy it tonight, Dennis.
Well, why did you bother to come in?
Oh, because I have to. I'm contractually obliged.
Well, can't you do it from home?
Oh, that's not bad. No, probably not. Probably. The thing is, Dennis, right, when you feel rotten, right, the thought of sitting for 3 hours in a studio and being entertaining and uplifting, enough hard. And I know it's not, it's not building walls or going off to war or something, in the great scheme of things. But it's hard.
Yeah, I can understand it. I can understand. I do suffer for you, dear boy.
Well, you
You're right.
You cackling
You're
away.
right.
It serves you right, exactly. It's karma, Dennis. I must have done something terrible in a previous life to be here now.
Oh, I don't know. You've not done so bad in this life for being terrible.
Oh, bloody hell. Listen to you cheeky git. Good night, Dennis.
Good night.
Ta-ta. He enjoyed that, didn't he? Hey? Well, I'm glad somebody enjoyed it. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. I just wonder if we can I'm gonna let me just I'll tell you what, I wonder if we go to about there. That's going to be as near as, damn it. That's as near as. Let's end with this, because we're all tired. Ta-ta, ta-ta.
Into a distant ocean way. And I don't know if I've ever loved any other half as much as I do in this light she's under.
half as much as I do in this life she's under. Me and Magdalena, always leaving early and sleeping late. Secluded in the canyon, lost within a turn of fate. I know everything lost will be recovered when we drift into the arms of the undiscovered. And I don't know if I've ever loved any other half as much as I do in this life she's under.
Talk Radio.
We got entertainment, and we're not afraid to use it. Talk Radio.